Some kids are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Yes. Yes. What's good, guys? What's good? This is Chaos Rain here. Hmm. As I'm scaring the social media, I see a lot of effort going on here. What's this? Women are very desperate on the internet, but it is what it is. Um, y'all know the deal. Y'all know the drill. Um, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All the things that's needed, and also share the stream. Sharing is caring, like always. And I forgot what I'm doing. My apologies. It is, what it is. Um, what else I got up in here? Let me clean my studio up a little bit. Let me see what this. Okay, I know what this is. I know what this is. I know what this is. So this must be. All right. Remove that. Hold on. I'm gonna try to do this as best as possible. As you know, it's the yearly, quarterly show. As you know, every quarter, every season. I think it's maybe one season I don't touch on, but most seasons I like to touch on. We have the addition from the spring to summer, etc., live streams here on the Chaos Rain Show. As you know, it is open. Not sure how much people will be coming, but it is presented now. You know the deal, guys. The links to follow me are in the description of this live stream, and we'll have some fun. We'll deal with some seriousness, and we'll make this somewhat of an entertaining show. You feel me? But you know how this. All right. So what should I start off with first? Decisions. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking right now. And, oh yeah, did I tell you how to follow me on Discord? If not, please follow me on Discord. Links in the description as well. Okay. So, what I have lined up to inform you of certain new things that YouTube will probably roll out now. For those that's not, or actually are using this material anyway, personally. Really, truly, this might hurt a few or a lot of content creators in regardless to using artificial intelligence, but I have an article that really lays out what is the scheme of things of how they're going to move forward about that. So before I go into that, let me run this wonderful beam footage tape here. And this one was very intriguing to me. I'm going to give some commentary. Let's go.
Side chick. Of course I'm your wife's homegirl.
I'm the side chick. Of course I know all y'all problems.
I'm the side chick. Of course I picked out your birthday, anniversary, Valentine's, and Christmas gift.
Now, there's some notion that a lot of women don't say that they don't want to play side chicks to certain men or any man. Come on, fellas. Let's be real. Where there's very little men and more women in the world, and I mean a lot of women, you're going to have to make a decision, Mitch. Either you're going to be the head women or you're going to be the side piece. There is no in between. Now, if you got the ring and the man's full attention, full protection, and even go as far as he throws some of his resource here and there, you're actually the one. The side chick don't get any of that. They get the leftovers. They get the crumbs. Now, I mean crumbs. Let's keep listening.
I'm the side chick. Of course I had an abortion to save your marriage.
I'm the side chick. Of course that's me that you taste when you kiss him.
I'm the side chick. Of course I'm finer than your wife.
I'm the side.
Now, not every side chick is gonna be finer than their wife. Let's keep real. Case in point, Family Will. Especially her. Hold on. She definitely was, and she know it is. She needs to stop playing, baby. If you're not the main chick, you are the side chick. Now, the one thing about her, saying she'll delete the baby, I will have to disagree about that personally. Because if you really like that dude, or that, most likely you want to be the main chick. Like, literally, the main chick. Wait. I got some. Hold on a second. And, oh, wow. And one thing, I'm not saying this to be discouraged, but y'all know what it is. No in between. And here's the funny thing about this, about main chick and side chick. If you're the side chick, baby, you don't have all the pressures of being the main chick. All you there is to sit there, like I said, look pretty, maybe be eye candy, depending if you do look better than the wife, and shut the F up. Simple. But most side chick women don't play that role pretty well. And I mean, they don't play that role well. And everybody said, well, some side chicks don't deserve all that attention. Yeah, but the ones that do, they're two options. Either they're gonna be and play the role and be a good side chick to the man, or you just gonna be dusted off, carry off like everything else in life. So I will run this again, but y'all get the point about the side chick. They said, in one woman right here, if you see right here, she up here say that, let me fast forward this. Let me fast forward. Like this right here. She said she does have and delete your babies to preserve your marriage. And the other one said that she, of course, that you taste when you, and see this right here. This is the most disrespectful one. Someone said, of course you go. That's when you kiss, when your wife, when your man. Let's just say, when a woman gets mad and she's a side chick and she meets the main chick, and they get in an argument for the first time, and they first time slap face in the first time and pull each other's hair for the first time. Once the scuffle is done, they'll look at each other dead on, face to face, and say, keep in mind that anytime you kiss your man, it's my box you're tasting. Woo! Woo! God, Lord. And some men, they indulge on the side booty, and doing all of the raunchy stuff. That's how it be. Can't knock the side chick, But that is, like I said, the yes, I'm this and this is why video. I found another video that's swirling around or circling around is a woman that said, I'm a mom and I have OnlyFans. And I say, good. Good. Have an OnlyFans. Make use of your body, of your time. I mean, no man might not wake you up, but at least you're out there on the internet busting wide open for real. For real. And another story that's floating around, for those that know, the one they call Karochi, and the last name is with a T, which I'm not sure why she want to call herself if she is a woman because she had a kid by Chris Brown, but her especially. Hairstyle the Gray. The hell is this? So Damn, I lost my train. Oh yeah, I remember. It's like this. The OnlyFans mom, all she's good for is, busting wide open. And I said this repeatedly times. If you know your chick or your significant other or whatever decides to go on OnlyFans, she's unfortunately for the streets. Unfortunately, she's for the streets, brother. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do with a woman that's for the streets nowadays, And OnlyFans, let's be honest, they don't make money on it. A lot of women say they can make money. No, no, no. The problem why you can't make no money on it is one, you don't advertise properly. Two, you gotta market yourself very well. And that means you're going to have a clear understanding of how marketing works. Hell, case point, if you hit up Ed is a professional in the marketing game. He knows how to market. Well, I tell you ladies, go find Edward to learn how to market, maybe. But if Edward is going to entertain y'all chicks to really market y'all, which it's not really a good investment. But what do I know? But like I said, if you are the OnlyFans mom, you not only put yourself at a risk, but you tarnish yourself in front of your own children. A lot of women that did adult X-rated stuff, it comes back to bite them in the butt in the long run. And a lot of them do regret doing that crap. Don't be fooled. A lot of them really do regret it. Because once the children get teased, knowing their mom busted wide open for the OnlyFans, it's a sight to see. Like literally, a very much sight to see, Yeah, it is just crazy. So, like I said, it's a sight to see, man. And no, hold on. No son, or especially daughter, is thrilled to know that the mom is on the OnlyFans busting wide open. And it makes me really question that a lot of you parents have failed to protect the eyes of your children if your children are getting easy access to seeing things like that. Oh. All right, hold on, guys. What is that? Oh, all right. Hold on. I'm just checking something, guys. Hold on. Yeah. So, my advice to ladies: if you're doing it and you're gonna be that lazy and do it, if you're gonna do it, admit it and make your money as quick as possible and find an exit plan. Some of these things that a lot of these sites, these websites that people participate, it should not be just an end all be all. And it goes back to the point about YouTube. I think too many creators, in my opinion, slowly, surely depend too much and put all their eggs in one basket on YouTube. I am not the proponent telling no person you should rest all your content, all your intellectual stuff on one platform. As how the platform is moving right now and how it's going to continue to move, it's going to make it very hard for you to be even more creative if you decide to be a content creator. And really, truly, the only outcome you get doing that, just to put out all your content on one platform, you don't get nothing really tangible in return. A matter of fact, you might take a net loss, personally, like really personally, doing so. What else I'm trying to think on here? Okay. All right, so I knock off the little funny part, and I will get back to some more if I come to it. Now, for the serious portion. And this one is very important because I think they're going to roll it out sometime in the following week. I could be wrong. But this right here, I'm going to pull up. Let me find it first. Okay, where is it? Okay. Let me find an email. I'm going to pull up. Okay. Oh, here it is. So where is the article? I hope I didn't get rid of the article. Wait. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Apex needed blockchain. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where the hell is this article? Let me look at my phone, guys. 1 second. I had it. Oh, where the hell is it? I swear I had an article I was looking at it today, but I don't know what happened to it. All right, I don't know if let me see if it's in the garbage. I'm trying to find it, guys. 1 second. I had the article, now I can't find that dumb article. Now I gotta click onto each one till I find one. All right, let me start from one of these things. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Let me see, this is the one. That's not it. You know, it's funny. I the article I had, and I can't. Oh, is this the one? Okay, I think this is the one. Yes, this is the one. And this one is very important. Now I know a lot of people won't give this much attention, but I have to, because I remember there was a video floating around about the AI situation. Now it is revealed by Ars Technica. So let's read it. And like always, make sure you like the stream. Okay, I'm gonna pull up now. Hold on. All right, here we go. YouTube will require disclosure of AI manipulation videos from creators. Now, what that means, disclosure. Well, let's think about this. It could be many things. Either YouTube puts a special check mark, just like everything is like, is this for adults or children? They might use those parameters or different forms of identification when you upload or you live streaming any videos that has what they consider the use of AI, right? AI images, AI video, etc. And as you know, there are many artwork. As you can tell from my channel, you can see the artwork there. You be the judge. YouTube wants realistic likeness of or audio fabrication to be labeled. YouTube is rolling out a new requirement for content creators. You must disclose when you're using AI to generate content in your videos. The disclosure appears in the video upload UI and will be used to power and alert content warning on videos. Google previewed the misleading AI content policy in November, but the questionnaire is now going live. Google is mostly concerned about altering depictions of real people or events. which sounds like more election season concerns about how AI can mislead people. Just last week, Google disabled election questions for the Gemini chatbot. That's serious. That's really serious. That's serious. And mind you, I think Google was going, YouTube especially, was going to roll out some more steeper regulations on it anyway, because let's be fair. Let's think about this. I see too many videos normally what like people watch, and not every user is going to really focus in and really question, is that actual real? Is that real video, or is that made by AI? No one can really know the difference, especially how well structured the video is. Now, some video is evident, but other videos are not evident, because how the AI makes the videos, depending on how you create and script up the prompt, you can get a good working video and upload, and it will get a lot of views, because let's be honest, YouTube is a visual platform. So it is the best interest for a lot of creators, like let's say myself or anybody in general, that if we want to create a simple 5 to 10 or even maybe let's say a 20-minute video, we can use the power of AI to create that video for us with less time. Oh damn, hold on. I just saw an error. Let me correct that, guys. I apologize. Let me rewrite this because I think there's an error here. Let me do that. All right. And if y'all guys can hear the video or listen to live stream well in doubt, let me know. I might have to start doing more of an early live stream. I'm still trying to figure out the time when I'm gonna sneak one in, but you know what I'm saying, everything is time intrinsic on my behalf, so everything will come out wonderful. All right, and let me check if anybody is on the other side. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay. Okay, so let me re-add back this. Hold on. And as I'm doing this, all right, let's continue, guys. Oh, I forgot. And this is very important. All right, so, and then I do that quick pause. All right, let's look at this article again. Where is the article? What the hell is it? And as always, the exact rules on YouTube are up for reinterpretation or interpretation. Google says it's required creators to disclose the viewers when realistic content of a viewer could easily mistake for a real person, place, or event. It's made with altering or synthetic media, including generating AI, but doesn't require creators to disclose, manipulate content that is clearly unrealistic, animated, including special effects, or has use of generated AI for productive assistance. And in other words, if you're making movies or short videos, action videos, they're not going to get at you knowing that using special effects like the actual movies that paid roughly thousands and maybe millions of dollars to produce. Which now, with the simple right subscription and right software program, you can have the same effects under a good price of under $100. Ooh, let that sink in. So that's one thing they're not gonna penalize you. But I mean, well, actually, you might get penalized the same way, but from what if you, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna read it again. Y'all could probably go back to replay this. But truly, they're very protected now when you're about to do things like that, alternate like real people. Let's say, for example, you take Candace Owens' image or likeness and you create it in an AI prompt, and then you have her say some goofy stuff, and it could be repackaged and posed as the real Candace Owens. That right there is deception, manipulation. Simply what, let's say, Donald Trump. Like if they re-image him, re-engineer him using AI software, and have him saying the N-word, nigga, right? That is a form of deception. Now, I can't say that Donald Trump has called a black person a Negro, but it's so deception that someone will take that opportunity to create something and fabricate and make it seem like he did, which is now possible. Keep that in mind. All right. Google gives examples of when disclosure is necessary, and the new video uploads questionnaire walks content creators through these requirements. And I think these are the requirements. Using that likeness of realistic person, digitally alter content to replace the face of one individual with another, or systematically generating a person's voice to narrate a video, which is the form of deception. For those that don't know. For those that know. Altering footage of real events or places, such as making it appear as it's a real building caught on fire, or altering a real cityscape to make it appear different from reality. Or generate realistic scenes showing a realistic depictions of fictional mayors' events like a tornado moving towards a real town. That's very interesting. So these things have repercussions if you're not careful. If you're not careful. And truly, I think this might be a good step, because I'm been seeing a lot of deception, and some of these videos I see nowadays, I could pinpoint it is fake, and some, depending on how good they do it, I wouldn't know difference. At the end of the day, these regulations are put into place to protect the actual real person, instead of somebody creating a fake persona so they could use their image likeness to make money. So what this will say for a lot of the content creators that do this, what holds now, if you do something that's very good, you have to inform your people, or inform your audience, your subscriber base, your fan base, that you create a fake video, an alternate video with AI. All right. What it says about you going forward making this content. And let's be honest. I know a lot of people are not creative. Hell, I had to create nothing on nothing for years, doing interviews, coming up with videos, content, mostly long content overall. I had to come up with this throughout my own dome to make as content. And most creators, I'm be honest with y'all, that come on here, and I'm gonna go there because this has to be said. But matter of fact, before I go there, let me finish reading this. And right here, it'll show right here an example. Check out my pizza creation. It'll show here alternate content. Do any of your following describe your content? Make a real person appear. Alternate footage of real events in place. Generate. So this is one of the examples. One of the examples. And right now, since I'm talking to you on the air, I'm going to check for myself if that's the same as well on when I open my studio. Oh, and I forgot to say this. Oh, I have to say this constantly, repeated times. If you're watching the video or you hitting the like button, you must remain on the video or the live stream for more than 2 minutes for it to count as an actual view, or even let's go as far as a like. Now, like might stay and they'll grant the like, but most likely if you just hit the like and disappear, they'll look at it as a form of spam. I know a lot of people that support the content creator, or let's be honest, they just want to show up show up for wherever. YouTube is very fidgety now of who's on the channel. And not only my channel, but everybody else's channels. They pay attention greatly. Like literally greatly. And I had to run a test to see if this was factual, because I've noticed sometimes I might watch the video and I might find that some things don't make sense or some might be off. And when I run the test, it made perfect sense what was going on when I did the experiment. So the best way to eliminate that is better you stay in it for more than it should be. I read y'all watch the video for over more than 2 minutes, but if you come by and watch it, that's better than nothing. Oh, okay, it did have it. Okay, I see. Do any of your following description of your content make a real person appear, say, do some alternate footage of real events, price, generate a real estate? Okay, I see it now. It does have it. And I miss looking at that, but now I see it. Okay. So it been had it. I just didn't pay attention to it. But now it does have it. So okay. So it does exist. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So yeah, they are implemented already on YouTube. So if you're a content creator, be very careful. You're going to have to really check that immediately. Like this right here is an example. This is alternate content. All right, so that's just a few examples. Google said the labels will start rolling out across all YouTube surface and formats in the week ahead, beginning with the YouTube app on your phone and soon on your desktop and TV. The company says it also working on a process for people who are subject of an AI manipulation video to request a removal, but it doesn't have details on that yet. So now, if you take somebody that is well-known, famous, case point, Donald Trump, Candace Owen, and I'm only naming these people because I know a lot of people say these people have a certain mindset, which is fine. These are people that I'm labeling that they can now hit your channel and your videos for more than a copyright, fake news type stuff. So be careful. Be very careful, people. Be very careful. And like always, I'm here just to, not only have fun, but to give you the heads up news, for your own liking. And I want y'all to get caught up and then noticing when your channel gets attacked, there's reason for that. But that's just a simple thing to address. Not really hard to know if your content's manipulating. That's simple. That takes a little work. So let me see what's going on here. All right. So now let me think what's going on here. All right, let me see what's going on. Let me see. I'm trying to think of something else, guys. Another thing I do want to say, and I'll say this here now, and this has to be important. I did put some thought into this, and I had to express this personally because this has to be discussed because I think like many content creators, and I'm talking about many content creators, we all want to do the content and be compensated on what we do. Why not? Nothing is free. Not even the air. Well, the air you breathe now might be free for now, but everything else you got to pay for. And everything we do, we want to be compensated. Whether it's for y'all super chats, the cash apps, or with the advertisement. Which advertising goes a long way, but it's only effective when people click on and watch the advertisement. Which my good friend Shara told me, which I didn't know. But nonetheless, people do what they do to make some money. If they're not making the money, they're not going to do this long time for a long stretch. It is what it is. For those that are loyal watchers, you should know already your favorite content creator, either they emphasize or not, they'll let you know that they want to get paid. It's just that simple. They want to get paid. And not only they want to get paid, they want to get paid not small but big for what they do. As you know, how can I say this? Maybe one content creator has been calling out a lot of content creators. And this person's been doing content now for almost a generation now, to be honest with you. And I gotta be honest because I see the frustration and the complaining or the bitching. I get it. I understand. But as a content creator myself, I gotta be honest with myself. If I can't make a better mousetrap, ain't nobody watching my junk. You see? Oh. Wait, hold on. What's this? Hold on. I cannot complain about what other people are doing on YouTube. Especially, I cannot do that. I always say I'm more of an advocate. Is you have to build a better mousetrap, personally, in my opinion. And I can't really, I'm saying I'm defending ladies, but I'm gonna be honest, personally. A lot of us male content creators today, if we're only solely depending on the males to support you, let's say we want to go there, that's a losing business model. Not only the short run, but the long run. And the reason why I say is because a lot of males, they're not really so eager to support with their money to other males, especially male content creators in large numbers. Personally. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we get in our feelings. We even get in our own delusions as men. That let's say we do this content for the brothers, right? Okay, that's good. That's nice. But in return, do the brothers really want and support what the brothers are doing? Is the biggest question we should ask ourselves, And personally, most men not only see the value, but they really want to put the money personally and spend money with a woman. not only in the short term but the long term. Especially women that if they look attractive, they will definitely spend money. I'm not really a big proponent of telling men generally what they should really do with their own money, especially even to the point where I'm telling them say don't support said content creator, rather as a man or even a woman, if you want to go there. Because what benefit I get tell someone that, let's say, take the time out of the day to watch my content and either acknowledge or not, to say, and I know the people that watch it or don't watch it, to tell them, say, yo, listen. You over there not only watch these females, but you give them money. Stop doing that. Matter of fact, spend money over here. That's preposterous. That's stupid. And look at my dude giving that look. Say, what? Nigga, what? It's like what them dudes when another man tells say, stop throwing money to women. Man, look at you. Say, what? Nigga, what? But yeah, it's lame. It's actually goofy. Because men overall know said in their mind, in their own mind, back in the mind, they're gonna spend some money. And most of the money they really want to spend, if they got it, they're gonna probably spend with a female. They're not gonna sit there and say, you know what, F you, I ain't gonna give you the money. Let me give this to my boy here. It sounds foreign. Most dudes, they're not down with that. Sorry. They're not just down with that. They're not gonna be down with that, personally. You know? They're gonna probably find another content creator, particularly another female. Let's say they use one of them more well-known chicks. If I can remember which chicks I could name. Let's say we'll go Reva TV, right? She's pushing almost 160K, maybe under 100K subscribers. And if I look at her uploads and videos, most of her content are mostly uploads. One time she did live stream a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, right? And found out that no one was really watching her live streams. So you know what she did? She went and just said, I'm just going to just do short content and talk about whatever and see what happens. And by doing that, it worked. It actually gave her the boost, the audience that she needed to, support her by watching the videos. And in return, she gets mostly advertisement or majority advertisement. If you know, and if I go in and look at the content itself, and I'm not going to share the screen, because y'all can find it for yourself. Hold on. Where is Reba? Where is it? Let me I'm gonna type it myself. And there's more people I could. Oh yeah, she's almost at 160, so I'm almost close. As I'm looking at her channel, and I know one content creator, I think what's his name, Ringo, did content on her especially. He was breaking down her and telling a lot of dudes stop listening to him with mics, right? For a reason. Okay. I'm looking at her actual channel. She has roughly how many videos? It does not. Oh, actually, it's the homepage. So I'm gonna go to videos. If I had to guess how many videos she has home, and I'm scrolling down to all the way to the end, which it might be endless. When you do short content, you're going to have more videos than long form content. And I'm looking. I'm trying to find, and more older videos might have more views, but overall, as I'm scrolling down, and I'm still scrolling down, I mean, there's a lot of videos she did. It's a lot of fucking videos. Ooh, it's a lot of videos. And it looks to me, she had one video that she did a year ago. She racked in 300 and 300, 200K views. And at that time, she was not even over 100K subscribers. She was like under like 30, maybe 50, maybe. And I'm guessing nicely. And that was a year ago. But every other video, if I scroll from the bottom up, and some of them are short to as long as 12 minutes. All right, I'm trying to go all the way down. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop to end because if I keep going down, it's lengthy. This is long. Yeah. But yeah, most of if you from looking at her channel, I'm probably gonna go back up because it's gonna keep going down. Oh, it stopped. Okay. So it seems to me it's gonna probably go on to maybe a year or two. So she looked like she started this in 2022, taking YouTube seriously. I'm not sure how long her account's around, but from these videos from the bottom to top, one video from Michelle Obama talking about Michelle Obama a year ago, she racked in 320K views. Everything else is in the thousands, most likely. Some range from high as 30, 40, 50, 60. Now I'm scrolling up now, and I'm just going to this glance. That's a lot. That's a lot. I think she has more videos than live streams, which is good. Usually, I look at it because I don't have enough uploads. It's always good as a content creator, we want to really mix it up between live streams and uploads, especially when you have a bigger crowd. You always want to have an honest opinion and talk to your crowd, so that way you're a real person, and you could hear frustrations, problems, and you could express and have a good conversation with the crowd that are loyal subscribers to your channel. It's always good, do so. I'm just going all the way up, and I'm going all the way up now. One time she did thumbnails, now she puts herself in thumbnails, which she could do either or. But that's what you get out of her channel. And right now I'm scrolling back up from under a year to mid months ago. And I mean, she got some decent views, and normally the views could be even better. Once you go past 120 or more subscribers, you hoping that to push within a week 20 to 30K views with either video you put out. One of them should hit over 25K views at least. I mean, you want that to be the goal for the 1 week. Out of the many videos you do a week, you want at least one or two at least in the high 20s or 30K views at most, because that's some numbers, and that not only numbers but also good advertisement if it's monetized good. All right, so I'm going up, and I'm scrolling up. One, why would you tell your daughter that ish, which is 6K views? And mind you, most of the views she's getting from is not by women. She's getting most of those videos viewed by men, because a lot of women do not like content creators like Reva, and I'll name the other content creator females in a second, talking about not only nature of women, but really talking bad about women in a way, in their mind. And I'm going up. One video with Sierra dressing inappropriate, she got 78K views, which is not anybody can get that, but you gotta put an effort to that. And the one she did one with just pearly things because of Jason Black, 70K views. Women are not the prize. Here's why. Oh, this one almost got her 1 million views. She got 626K views. For women are not the prize. Here's why. See, it's always content strategy works well. I tell you, you have to be outrageous. You got to poke the bear, poke the ladies to, get the dudes to watch these videos. You feel me? Excellent work. Excellent. All right, I'm scrolling up, guys. And once she got 67K views, I'm talking about Ebony K was, which a lot of people, if you did it right, you can get some views. Watch, I'm talking about that chick. And I'm going up. And I'm scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. This one had 59K views, scrolling up. And so like the highest right now from what I'm glancing, and I have to scroll up, is one she was talking about why women don't need this, that got her almost close to 1 million views. And the second largest one is here, Tom Brady's ex-wife regrets her divorce, which is 641K views. Another one, second to that, third to that, is 550K views. Women are canceled in your area for saying this. And, I tell you, women, especially black women, they're afraid of the black women. It's evident and true. This is why, I did a stream long time ago where, I advise most black women don't hold other black women accountable because they're dangerous. They'll hurt you. They'll do things to you. And if you do that, you're going to be on your own because no man's going to sit there and protect you. Sorry. It is what it is. And the fourth video that's somewhat high, 368K views. Jeezy divorced Jenny Mike because of this. Another one. And actually, no, that's not one of the highest one after that is he's your son, not your man. Single mothers called out other single mothers about this. 300. No, I'm right. No, that's low. I'm not going to reference that. And the one with Tia Mary, that's funny. She got 226K views. Yeah. So, doing some numbers, and some numbers big, some numbers small. It is what it is. And the one with Tyrese, talking about his so-called, wife, she got 339K views. Why I'm saying all this, and I think I'm almost done looking at this. Let me scroll up. So right now, it bounces between what she's doing. That, we have male content creators that are going to complain about the female content creators coming into the space or any sector of YouTube. All they do is talk about against women and maybe use a few talking points here and there about what men have created, mostly black men create. And they got a solid audience of the men. Because remember, I tell you before, and I'll say this again, men are going to probably watch more of a woman say the same message if she's on camera and looks decent enough. Then they go listen to you as a man. That's overall on the average. Most male content creators are off camera, and if we are on camera, we have to really say some real slide, quick stuff to really hold a male audience. Personally, it is what it is. Not any man has this capability, but you're not going to galvanize if you're saying you're doing this for the sake of men, and you're going to have an audience where you want men to support you. And let's be honest, no women should support you, or if they support, they'll take it. That's not happening. That's delusion. And I'm looking up, and all right, I'm back on top. So right now, the videos she done up to this point, they're pushing, like I said, on the mark. If you're over 25K views in a few days or within a week, you're doing numbers, for a channel that's 159K subscribers. And if I look at her live streams, the last live she did was now a year, maybe going 2 years ago, and that men need intercourse. That video has 127K views. That's the highest live stream she's done. Yeah, that's the highest live stream she has done. I think now she does one right now at this point. I would bet she'll rack up over 1 to 2K people in the live chat room. Easily. And I could guarantee you, not only she'll have that, she'll make maybe roughly 5,000 she'll make like $5,000 in super chats if she goes live right now at this point, because she has the not only leverage, but she has the audience now. Because once you go past 70K or even 100K subscribers, if you go live now, you're going to have much better chance making money off super chats. Roughly, that's how it's supposed to go. And the total videos she has 936 videos. So not bad. Not bad at all. And this channel was established back in 2019, but didn't really start taken seriously until last 2 years, roughly. So she's doing her thing. I'm not sure why a lot of dudes getting caught up, in my opinion. But I noticed, like I said, and I think he's the only content creator that is getting caught up about these content creators, the women content creators especially, because let's be honest, it is a form of competition. Other content creators I can name, and I'm not going to go through their channels. And the guy, y'all know I'm talking about, is Ringo TV. He's been talking about, but let's be honest, brother. You've been on this for almost 19 years. Actually, it's now 18 years now. Next year will be 19. And you might have a channel, you might have lost a channel, but you just now got an actual fulfilled channel. Actually, what I deem as a standard, if you're not over 100K subscribers, you really don't have an actual YouTube channel. But you have achieved that last year, I believe. To say focus your attention on the few female content creators that have been here for a short period of time and are able to galvanize more of a respectful crowd. And that's not how things work. But you do it anyway, what I'm doing here, let me see. The other content creators he calls out and he puts on his thumbnail. He calls out, the 6-foot woman, Danica Marie, and the other woman, Crimson Cure. And there are probably some other women he might have talked about. Yeah. But personally, there's no value or anything you're going to gain talking about these content creators. Personally. I mean, personally, because these content creators are here to not push out a message, but to make money. And you're not going to knock no one's bag. I'm sorry, you're not going to do it. It's not possible. And if you try to, I'm not saying a consequence, but you're going to have a hard time trying to slow them down. I think with Crimson Cure, what's good, bro? Hope everything's good on your side. And I forgot, this is an open mic, so I'll drop the link anyway. Also, you must understand, especially Danica Marie, because she has now almost 160, maybe 170 subscribers, last time I can remember. And she has maybe the same amount of videos like Reva, maybe a little bit more, depending when she started doing YouTube. I think she did YouTube a little earlier, around the same time. I could be wrong. But personally, my thing is this, that with her, she does a thing. And like Ringo said, he said these women are pandering. They're able to attain a male audience because men like to see attractive women, and they like when they talk in their talk points and even go at women. But women know if they do it right that they're gonna not only make a little good money, but they're gonna have a real actual audience doing so. with less effort. And with this less effort, they're gonna make more money than the men. Um, Six, she took a YouTube seriously, and it's benefited her greatly. I'm not sure she'll get to 100K this year, but with little effort and more license, she can make that happen. But in regards to videos she has done, she get the views in mass numbers, so she had to worry about getting to 100K because she already got the views already by doing these uploads and certain live streams. And last but not least, Crimson Cure. She of all people, was the last person a lot of people should criticize because she came in it in the start in her own way, holding women accountable, which a lot of dudes or a lot of people complain about, said women should hold other women accountable. Well, she's been doing it now since 2018 at least, and was doing more content in 2019, up to the point where she changed how she did her content. You know, she lowered her language and you know, show us up on camera. Back in I think 2021, I believe. I think that's the year, or 2022. I don't know. And she started to really bog down and took the content more seriously, and it grew her content from where was she at to 1 million subscribers. So, you know, Ringo, you know, leave these ladies alone. You know, they're gonna make their money and they're gonna keep making money. Yeah. And like I said, the call lines open, y'all guys can come up. One more thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna bring people up. Oh, did I forget another content creator? Who else? A lady content creator I forgot. I can't remember. I mean, the ones that he talked about are the ones that he knows are more popular. But personally, I'm not a person that's so entertained watching how much money women are making if men are supporting them. I don't do that. That's a waste of time. I should be more focused on doing content. I'm not considered here judging and criticize the women, especially if they're saying doing what they need for the men to sit there watch their content. I say this again. I'll say this once. Say it again. Someone will hold some women accountable, but they're only gonna do that behind the microphone, most likely, and that's the safest going to get. Outside the real world, I mean, I don't recommend they do it, not unless they want to get verbally abused or you know get their hair pulled or whatever. That's me. But anyway, let me bring one of my friend or you know co-host or whatever you want to call it, the one and only Amiri Browner, the Great, or we call him you know Senate or mayor or judge or governor. Amiri, what's good, Mary? As he gets mic open.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's good? What's good, man? What's good? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm on the road. I've been on the road since Monday, man.
All right, on the road again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
What's the topic tonight?
This right now is the open edition of jumping into the spring chaos, spring equinox of 2024. So right now I'm just sitting to open up, just chatting away, you know, bring some information, some little funny video here and there if I can find some more. I have some in my catalog, and just you know having a good time somewhat. Last thing I did said was you know I know a particular male content creator had an issue of the ladies you know coming onto YouTube making money and having the male audience, and a lot of them you know well he's the only one that's complaining that they're making money and criticizing dudes that sit there.
What you expect? Like what you expect? And let's just be clear on something. They're on here all day trying to be rich and famous, and at most, the majority of them are poor and popular. Okay, none of them are getting extremely rich or wealthy off of this bullshit. And the funny thing about all of that is you don't have no retirement. You know what I'm saying? If your channel get deleted or something like that, you in survival mode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This whole thing where everybody want to be a damn influencer. Man, go get a regular fucking job, yo. You know what I'm saying? Go get a damn job, man. For real. Like, go take up a trade, go to school, go get a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of this clown show, man. About it, a majority of them that should be running their mouth They run their mouth about stuff they don't live. The stuff they don't live and don't experience. It's just all just jaw jacking and running their mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the ladies, the Nika Marie and Six of the Goddess or whoever, they're only the only thing they're selling is eye candy. That's it. That's the only thing that's selling is eye candy, man. You know what I'm saying? A woman gonna be a woman. You get with these women, they be doing all that talking online. You get with these women, you're gonna be catching hell with them, man. It's all of them, okay? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Women gonna be women, man. This whole thing where you looking for some. Look, women are not inherently submissive. Okay, I keep telling people that women are not inherently submissive. Women have been oppressed traditionally, historically. That's changed now. So the moment she gets tired of your shit, she leaves. She can leave. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no. It's analogous to slave owners crying and whining when the slaves got freed. It's the same thing. I keep explaining this. They're looking for this mythical, submissive woman who's gonna do everything that shit don't exist, man. It don't exist. And the women, they're just on there pandering. And the only reason why they get the traction, they get it because they're attractive. That's all they're selling is their attractiveness. So of course they're gonna have a male audience giving them money, man. Because you know how you have any idea how many men are totally invisible to the opposite sex? You have a wide swath of men out here who are totally invisible to the opposite sex when it comes to mating. Period. So they're gonna always the women are gonna always have the upper hand when it comes to social media. Is the reason why you see these women going on OnlyFans and becoming millionaires overnight just by flashing tits and showing ass. See what I'm saying? Like you can't just the same thing don't apply to you. It don't work for you that way as a man. Nobody want to hear that dumb shit you're talking. See, this whole thing where when they on the one line and they talking about this stuff, and it's not to say that there isn't validity to it. What I'm telling you is nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit what you go through. See what I'm saying? You don't get sympathy like that. Nobody cares, man. Not even other men. You get those other men a hot in the cot and some cooch and they straight. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares, man. I keep telling them that nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is gonna reverse the hands of time.
Wait. BJS. Okay. I know you had questions for Amiri. If you can come up, sir, I would appreciate it. He'll more explain his political plan. Continue, Amiri.
Yeah, nobody cares, man. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Right, wrong, fair, different. That's the way it is, man. And they're not gonna turn back the hands of time and take it back to a time where women didn't have any rights or autonomy and any of this other stuff, so you can get sex. They're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So
BJS, you asked me questions about Amiri, so he's up here now. So, sir, Elder, come up, please. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, but they're not gonna turn back their hands of time, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. So I don't know what you expect these people. I don't know what you expect them to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a thing where, and I've said this before, like fatherhood and mating. That's not a right. That's a privilege. That's always been a privilege for you as a man. That's a privilege. That's not a right. You're not entitled to that. That's the way it go, man. Like if you just look at mating across the animal kingdom, all males don't get to mate. All males don't get to sow their seed, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, if you look at seals, what seals will do when it's mating season, the seals who don't get none, guess what they go around and do, Chaos?
What they do? They
go around attacking the pup seals. Flopping them up in the air and everything out of frustration because they ain't getting none.
Like seals, like male seals, or just
male seals. The seals who don't get none when it's mating season, they run around and they attack pup seals, little baby seals.
Oh damn! I gotta look that up.
Look that up, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what you have going on now.
Mhm.
See, it's a wide swath of men, man, who just invisible to women. They're invisible to women. Now, maybe 40, 50, 60 years ago, those men wouldn't have been invisible to women because women needed men for food, shelter, clothing. You see what I'm saying? But now
Mhm.
it's not like that now. So a lot of them are just the women don't see them as mating options, man.
Mhm.
It is
Mhm.
what it is. Some of you are gonna have to passport, bro. Look, some of you, like I be saying on Facebook, some of y'all are gonna have to passport, bro. Some of y'all gonna have to. Some of y'all gonna have to take a single mother. Some of y'all gonna have to get a fat chick. See, all this here sitting here talking about what you
I don't know
want.
about that
It
shit.
ain't about. Listen, it ain't about what you want. It's about what you qualified for. And what I'm saying is, there's a wide swath of men who women do not want. They're invisible to these women. So you're gonna have to take what you can get, man. Now, don't get me
Okay.
wrong. You have that same phenomenon on the woman's side, but it's not as
All right.
wide.
All right, Mary. Okay, BJS, you up here? Good
I'm up
evening.
here. I ain't got no questions, man. This is funny, man. This is hilarious. I've given up,
What's
man.
hilarious? What's hilarious?
All
What's
this
funny
stuff is
about it?
hilarious, man. This shit is over anyways. I'm hilarious. That's why I tell brothers, man, y'all go be happy. You know, I tell brothers on the other side,
I mean,
if you can get out, get out. You know, if you want to stay inside and watch video games, let this shit go, man. It's gone. Okay, let it go.
so what you talking about? You talking about society?
Society, just let it go, man. It's going
Well,
anyway.
well, look, that's the same thing that the horse and buggy makers were saying when the automobile was coming. You know what I'm saying? What's going on is the human family, human society is evolving. You're moving into the age of technology and stars and space and artificial
Oh,
intelligence.
well,
And well,
well,
real quick, I doubt very seriously that this is the end of Western civilization as we know it,
it
simply
is.
because a few guys can't get a date.
It
I
is.
doubt that very.
It
Okay,
is.
why would you say that?
It is because what we know what we call Western civilization is basically collapsing as we speak. Okay, I mean you look at it, especially with the growth of the global South and everything else, it's collapsing as we speak. And this phenomenon that we call with men giving up, it's not just black men, it's men all over the world, right? Uh, the Hikikomori in Japan, you got laying flat in Korea and China, you got the Great Resignation in Western Europe and the United States. Okay,
Now, why are these men giving up?
why are they giving up? It's real
Yeah.
simple. Real simple. Basically, what we live in right now, what they finally figured, white folks finally figured out. This is a white gynocracy now, run by the state. Okay, in favor of the women.
How?
How?
Give me one industry or one area of public life that women dominate. Just one.
One area of public life, basically, or number one, your educational institution. That's one. You want another one?
How do women dominate that?
And what are the vast majority is that administrators and teachers or who or what kind? What sex?
Women.
Women. That's one.
So now let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let me ask you. Let's flesh that out. Let's flesh that out.
Flesh it out.
Let's
Go
flesh
ahead, man.
that out.
Go ahead, flesh it out.
Okay, so let's talk about why it's women.
It's not
Because
why it's not about a why. It's you asked for one. I gave you one.
okay, so at what point in history was a majority of teachers men in the school system?
In the school system, basically before the 20th century, majority were men.
Before the 20th century. So
Right.
you're telling me before the 20th century,
Yeah.
majority of teachers were men.
Yes.
Okay. So now, what's one of the lowest paid professions in America?
The lowest pay one of the lowest paid.
Yeah. What's one of the lowest paid professions? Yeah.
Basically, public service workers. Basically,
Teachers.
No.
Yes.
No.
Teachers don't make a lot of money.
Can I finish? Okay.
Go ahead. Teachers don't
Okay.
make a lot of money.
Teachers do make a lot of money compared.
No,
to
they don't. Go
compared.
ahead.
Compared to your person working at McDonald's, your fast food workers, those kind of folks, yes, they do.
That's unskilled labor, BJ.
No,
That's you would nobody would consider being a person who working at McDonald's a career. That's not even a
I didn't
career,
say it was
man.
a career, but you asked who the lowest paid people are.
Okay, so if you so check this out. So if a man can choose to be a and look, y'all make this argument all the time about women going to get degrees in basket weaving and all this, and the reason hold up, because the reason what y'all say is, let me finish.
No, how you gonna tell me hold up? I ain't said shit. Okay.
Let me finish.
Wait a minute. I'll tell you.
Calm down.
No, ain't no calm down.
What are you so hyper for? Calm down, because you're gonna get this work, and you know that already.
If you don't interrupt me, I want to interrupt you. How about that?
You've been interrupted since you came up here. Yes, you have.
I'm gonna start though. Do you want to talk without me talking? I want the same courtesy.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want the same courtesy. Now go ahead and finish what you're saying, because you interrupted me 4 times or 10 times.
Okay, after all that deflecting,
ain't no fucking deflecting.
The bottom line is this: is that what the argument is that the reason why the pay gap exists is because men go into fields like STEM, technology, engineering, and math, and women go into fields that give that basket weaving, because of what you're looking at with that, and what you're looking at with careers is basically how the male brain and the female brain, how it bifurcates, and women tend to deal with things that have to do with touching and feeling, like the human development, which is teaching, and men are more geared towards dealing with actual things like engineering, technology, math, calculations. You cannot make the same argument. So again, what I'm going to ask you is, what area of public life that men still do not dominate and control? Give me one.
Medicine. The vast majority.
Okay, so go ahead.
Are you going to interrupt me or what?
Go ahead. I said go ahead.
So medicine, the vast majority of medical workers, medical billers, and medical personnel are what? Female.
What about doctors?
Even doctors, the vast majority.
What about surgeons?
What about common courtesy?
I just asked you a question. No, what about surgeons?
What about common courtesy?
No, because I don't think you understand what you're doing.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. What did you just agree to? Because you wanted to talk, right? And you said you didn't want to be interrupted, right?
You said that, but go ahead.
No. You said you didn't want to be interrupted, right?
Go ahead, man. I'm listening.
Okay. In other words, I guess we got to do it by house rules, okay? Basically, go look it up. You don't have to believe me. Go look shit up. 80% of your medical workers are female. Most of your medical workers are what? Nurses. The vast majority of them nurses.
A nurse is not higher than a doctor, though. BGS.
I didn't say, you asked what profession.
No, that's not. I said what area of public life do women dominate?
It basically is not the medical field part of public life, sir.
It is, but what I'm saying is what you're highlighting. What you're highlighting. That is not the echelon of the medical profession. So that's bullshit. What you're doing.
That's not what you asked.
Being a nurse is not higher than being a doctor. BS. Knock it off. Knock it off, brother.
That's not what you asked.
Being a nurse is not higher than being a doctor. Like, stop it. It's not higher than being a specialist. Come on.
The majority of your doctors are female now.
Bullshit.
Go look it up.
You have to show. Okay, so okay, let's say that's true. Okay, then how then can the argument then be made that the reason why the gender pay gap exists is because women tend to just choose lower paying jobs than men?
That's not why it exists.
Okay, why it exists then?
Because
that's what they say.
Have you researched this by chance?
You tell me. We didn't want to have any discussion.
No. Have you researched it? I want to know.
Does it sound like I've researched it? That's what I'm asking.
No, you haven't researched it. Okay.
Okay, well then go. Okay, go ahead.
The pay gap exists for a bunch of different reasons, right? Okay. One, women don't choose jobs that are in demand. Okay. It's called supply and demand.
I just said that.
That are not in high demand. Number two, we choose the pay gap because women don't work as many hours as men do. Number three, women don't work as many years as men do because they have children. That is the that is like 99% of the pay gap. Because from college age to 30,
Mhm.
women, especially in urban centers, women make more. Women are actually ahead.
So
So
what? So
so the educated women they're in demand,
get to the point.
that have degrees actually earn more. When it shifts when they get 30 and start having kids. That's when it shifts.
Okay, so what you just said was you said that women don't choose jobs that are in demand. They don't work as many hours as men,
Mhm.
for various reasons. Sounds to me like men are still doing pretty good. Then how can this
I
is what I'm
didn't
saying? How
I
can
didn't
all
say they weren't.
wait and let me finish?
No, I
Let
ain't
me
gonna let you.
finish.
I ain't gonna let you finish.
Let
You
see
interrupt.
now you now see
No,
how
no,
you
no,
want to
no.
interrupt?
Because you
Let
interrupted
me
me.
finish.
No, no, yeah, I'm
Let me
asking. No,
let
I'm
me
not gonna
finish.
interrupt. I'm not gonna do it.
Let
You
me
do it.
finish.
No, I'm not gonna let you
How
finish.
can all of these things
Uh huh.
be true? There's no area of public life that women dominate.
There
And
isn't.
the reason why I'm
Wait,
saying that
I just told you to.
the
Okay.
reason why
I just
I'm
told you to.
saying that
No,
the
wait a
reason
minute.
why I'm saying
Wait a
that
minute. No, you can't say that. You just asked. You
the
just
reason why I'm
no.
saying that
It's
because at the
bullshit.
top of the
It's bull.
hierarchy,
That's just bullshit. It
at the
doesn't matter
top
about
of
top
the
of the hierarchy.
hierarchy,
At
it
top,
does. At
it
the
does
top
not. No,
top of
no,
who's
that
at
don't
the
mean
top of
nothing.
the
That don't
hierarchy?
mean nothing. That don't mean
It
nothing.
does.
It
It
doesn't.
does. Who's
No,
at the top
it
of the
does.
hierarchy?
Who's the vast majority of the workers in that field that
What
dominate?
you
That's what
mean?
I mean. Who are the vast
That ain't got.
majority? It
That's
does.
like
Yeah, no,
saying
that's
slaves dominated the
bullshit. That's
plantation. That's
bullshit.
like saying
That's
the slaves
bullshit.
dominated
That's
the plantation.
bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay.
Whatever. What's really going on is mediocre men are getting their asses whooped by
Well, then
women, and they're
fine.
complaining.
Well, then it's fine. Well, then
They're
fine.
complaining
Well, then good.
because at the top,
Well, let
the
it
elite men
fall.
are still
Let
elite.
it fall.
Elite
Let
men
it
are still
fall.
elite. What's really going
Let
on?
it
What's really
fall.
going on is
Let it fall.
many men
Let
need
it
state
fall.
sponsored. They need state sponsored
Just like the women
dominance.
do. Just like the
They need
women do.
state sponsored
Just like the
dominance.
women do. Just
How are
like the
you getting
women do.
beat? What I want to know is how are you getting beat by a girl?
Why you big?
That's what I want to know.
Because the society has the thumb on the scale for the girls.
But so wait a minute. So it didn't have its thumb on the scales for men once upon a time that gave them an unfair advantage.
No.
Okay. So if that's the case, this is what I'm going to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're telling me that you being in a preeminent position is just a matter of natural order, there's nothing that the government or anybody else can do that can uproot that. If you're dominant, you're going to be dominant. It don't matter what they get. It doesn't matter what the society does.
Yes, it does.
Well, then why I don't have that problem?
In modern society, I don't know why you don't have that problem. Okay, we're talking about.
I know why. I know why I don't have it.
But we're not talking about individuals, are we? We're talking about groups, aren't we?
Yeah, because like I'm saying, the men, this wide swath of men, mediocre men and subpar men are having a hard time. It's not going to fall if you don't. You know how we know what's going to happen.
I already know what's
going to happen.
Let
me ask you a question. Why is the dinosaur extinct but the butterfly is still here? Why?
Why is the what?
Why is the dinosaur extinct but the butterfly is still here?
Why is it? Because the dinosaurs were bigger, they were more dominant.
Okay, then. So what that mean? That mean the dinosaur didn't make it to the next evolutionary stage, right?
It's called a meteor, sir.
Look, the dinosaur didn't make it to the next evolutionary stage. The butterfly and the dinosaur was here together, though.
Why? Because the environment changed, sir.
Exactly, and if you don't adapt, you die off.
Well, let it fall. Let them die off.
It ain't gonna fall. The people, you just gonna die off. It ain't gonna fall.
Well, let it fall. Okay? What's holding it up?
What you think they coming up with all this automation and artificial intelligence for, man?
Good. Let it fall.
It ain't gonna fall. And this is the same thing I was just talking about with the
you don't understand artificial intelligence or automation or what's getting ready to happen. You don't understand it. That's why I know.
Okay, so what's getting ready to happen in DCS?
Do you really want automation actually really take over? That's what you really want.
I didn't say that's what I wanted. I'm just saying that's what's happening.
Okay,
I didn't say nothing about what I wanted.
So in other words, if you're that smart and you claim that you are, game it all out. What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, the more technology increases, it's just obvious that the less humans you need, the less human labor you need, the less
Okay.
you don't look. Let me say this. Let me say this.
No.
You ask me a question, now you're gonna interrupt.
No. Stick with it. Game it out.
Yeah, we know what's going. We know what's going to happen.
So what happens as you replace labor? What's going to happen?
What you mean?
What's going to happen to the people?
Shit, you need it's not we. You're not gonna need that many humans anymore.
Okay. So how many
I'm saying we know that.
How many humans you gonna need?
I don't know, but you ain't gonna need as many as you once did.
No. How many you gonna need? What do you think?
I don't know. You're not gonna need as many as you once did.
You don't know. You don't know exactly.
You're not gonna need as many as you once did.
And so all the stuff that you're making, do you need to make it for machines?
What you mean?
In other words, the stuff that machines create, or do they make it for themselves?
No, they make it for people.
So in other words, so you need less people, you need less stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many people do you think you're gonna need?
I don't know, and you don't know either. This is all hypothetical. No, you don't. This is all hypothetical.
Okay.
And if what you're trying to say is that there's some doomsday scenario, that's way far off. That's way far off.
Not that far off, sir.
It is.
That's not that far off.
Yes, it is.
How do you know?
What do you mean? How I know?
How you know?
Okay, well, how you know it? How you know it's not then?
It's because the people that actually created this thing are saying the opposite.
What they're saying?
They're saying that it's right around the corner.
Really? That's Elon Musk and them are saying this is right around the corner.
Why do you think Elon Musk is scared shitless? Why you think the guy that helped create AI, the general AI, which is ChatGPT and other kind of shit, he quit over in protest? Why do you think he did that?
Yeah, because we know you got the rise of the machines. We know that, but this whole thing where it's the Terminator and all that, that's far off, man. That's far off. That's know? That doomsday. What you mean? I know that's that doomsday. Look, that's that doomsday thing that we want to buy into, so we don't do anything.
So we don't.
Yeah. So we don't look like. When Pompeii, when Mount Vesuvius blew up and Pompeii was destroyed, that happened in one day. So anything can happen. What I'm saying is anything can happen at one time. You can't live your life. You can't live your life like that. You got to do what you got to do. Because look, tomorrow not promised to any of us. So
you have no idea, man. You have
tomorrow not promised. Tomorrow not promised.
You have no idea how true that is.
Yeah, I know. Tomorrow's not promised.
You have no idea how true that is.
But what you're saying, that's further down the line. That's way further down the line.
Tomorrow's not promised is more true than you actually know it is. It could be within minutes. We have no clue. Okay, within minutes.
It's not gonna be within minutes. It's further down the line.
When NATO and Russia talk about firing nukes, it could be tomorrow.
Yeah, that's just talk.
That's not talk.
It is. That look.
All right. Okay. All right.
Isn't that what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
Do I think?
Lace it for me. Lace it for me.
Do I think that's gonna happen eventually? The possibility. I think that's plausible. I don't see it as an immediate threat right now. I don't.
Oh, really? Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
Well, how about the people at the top? Because they do.
Okay, all right. So then let's really put our money where our mouth is. If that's the case, then people just need to start offering themselves now. What's the point?
Why should they?
What's the point? What's the point? What's the point in being online complaining and whining all day if it's gonna end in a doomsday scenario? End it now.
Because it makes us feel better. Why not?
Well, maybe dying could make you feel better if that's the case.
I don't know. Let me ask you a question. You've been on the other side. Have you died before?
No, I haven't.
So how do you know it makes you feel better?
I mean, maybe it does. Nothing hurt but to try. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying if you want what? No, because what it sounds like.
That's the
What it
dumbest
sounds
shit
like is you have people who are miserable and they want to make everybody else miserable, and that's the real meat, nuts, and bolts of it. Because you can't get a blowjob when you want does not constitute an emergency on my part. I don't give a fuck if you can get laid or not. It has everything to do with that. It has everything to do with that. Okay, what they have to do with then? Why are they online all day talking about ass and women and what they do? Why? If it don't got nothing to do with that.
You want to know, or you gonna talk? Let me know when you.
Go ahead. Tell me what it's about. Then.
I know you're gonna interrupt me. Go ahead and finish up.
Because I ain't got these problems, and the reason why I don't have these problems is because I made different life choices. So don't tell me about no gynocracy. I made different life choices. You see what I'm saying? At what point do people start taking accountability for their life choices? That's what I want to know. Go ahead.
Most of your life choices are not in your hands. Okay, most of them.
Maybe it's not.
So
maybe it's not.
That's the whole thing. The thing is that what I talk about the gynocracy is not to change the system, okay? Because you can't change the system. I talk about the gynocracy because I want the brother to know how you were trained and how you've been socialized and how you've been brainwashed into the system. And you have been brainwashed 1750 on into the gynocratic system, okay? But on purpose.
What's the definition of gynocracy?
Rule by women.
Total rule by women. Total rule, and that's why I asked you that question, because at the top of anything you want to go to is the man running it, so you can't use that.
I can use it.
You can't use that. No, you can't. No, you can. How?
It's like you bend words.
How?
You bend words.
You can't use that.
Yes, I can use.
You're using it incorrectly.
I'm not using it incorrectly.
What do women rule over men? What?
What do they rule over men? Basically,
yeah.
Basically, all the laws in the United States are bent.
Man, yo, this is nothing but this is analogous.
Because you don't understand. Because you don't understand.
I understand it perfectly. I understand it perfectly. You gonna let me talk or not? I understand it perfectly.
You won't let me talk.
I understand it perfectly.
No, you won't let me talk.
Yes, I do.
Talk. No, you don't.
Because what it is, no, because what it is. You don't
understand because
okay then. So if I don't understand, why I ain't got that problem?
Men all over the world at the highest level trying to roll this shit back to where it's at least even. Because it's not just here, it's all over the world. Okay. So the people at the highest levels in politics all over the world trying to figure this out because it's gone too far. And if they don't stop it, men all over the world gonna quit. They're already quitting. They got.
So let me ask you a question.
Don't ask me a question. Let me finish my goddamn statement first.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay. In other words, all over the goddamn world, there's a separation between men and women. And guess what's happened to the fucking birth rates? Okay. Your birth rates are below.
Stop it. That's because these women don't want these men. That's what it really is. Go ahead.
Sir, you do not understand demographics, do you?
These women are a lot, like I just was saying.
You do not understand demographics, do you?
Like I was just saying, a lot of men are invisible as mates to women.
Good.
The only that was the whole. That's why I said patriarchy is a mating strategy because if you don't put women in a position to where they need a man, a lot of men won't get a chance to procreate. That's it.
What happened to 90% of the matriarchs? How come they're not here?
Huh?
How come 99% of the matriarchies are not here? What happened to
99% of what matriarchies?
Matriarchies that are not here.
Matriarchies don't exist. We've talked about this before. No, they don't. They exist as a concept, and we know who came up with that concept. Matriarchy does not exist. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Patriarchy doesn't exist then.
That's false. It's not.
Matriarchy does exist.
No, it don't.
Matriarchy doesn't have to.
Okay, name me the matriarchies that failed then.
Huh?
Name me the matriarchies that fell. Yeah.
There's one good one. There's three of them. They're all Native American. I'm trying to remember the names of them.
You're trying to remember the names?
Yeah. There's three. There's three. And if you look it up, there's three that all disappeared. Right. Okay, the Aztecs are another matriarchy that disappeared years ago. Okay, the Aztecs was a matriarchy. You have the nations of Iroquois, all the Native American Iroquois, the 50 nations, they all disappeared. Um, there was 3 of them that were left. I think it was the Iroquois. I think it was. They think they were down
Were
to.
those societies flat or were they vertical?
I'm talking.
Well, you got to get to the point.
I'm talking. No, I got.
You got to get to the point because you want to talk at people.
No. I'm naming points. You asked me a question. I'm naming the question. I'm naming.
Yeah, but you're taking too long.
No, I'm not taking too long. Okay?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. According to who? You talk now, nigga. You talk like 50,000 ways around the same point before you actually make it. So you're the one to talk.
What's all this hostility, man?
You're prevaricating. You're prevaricating ass. Okay.
What's with all this hostility?
Somebody that talks. Okay. A lot. Okay.
What's with all this hostility?
It's not hostility.
So it ain't got nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with.
I have to do it. I have to do it to you.
It ain't got nothing to do.
It
ain't got nothing to do with the women.
Because you're gonna be talking over me, so I got to talk louder.
Yeah, that's what's happening here. We could play it back.
Talk louder than you because
we could play it back. I don't know why you so amped up. It ain't that serious.
I'm not amped up.
Yes, you are. You came up here amped up.
I'm not amped up. Okay.
Yes, you are. You came up here amped up.
Here laughing.
Don't get mad at me because y'all getting beat by girls. I ain't got nothing. That ain't my fault.
Good. Let them have it.
You letting the girl get the best of you and all that. She putting you on child support. I don't fall into them traps.
They can do whatever. Okay. They can do whatever. I tell the brothers, let them have it. If they want it, they want to be in charge. Let them have it. Good.
How are women in charge? This is what I'm talking about. How are they in charge? How are women in charge?
Let them have it.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I know you don't understand.
How are these women in charge, man?
You don't understand.
I don't because in no way do you not have a choice. In no way do you not have a choice.
You part of the gynocracy, sir. You want
in no way. In no way are you. Do you not have a choice?
So
you can choose.
What would you like to see? Look at me. What?
In terms of what?
Look at me. What?
Wait, say that again.
You said, "Look at you." Look at me. What?
What do you mean? I said, "Look at me."
No. You said, "Look at you." What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I guess you don't.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking too much. You mishearing stuff. I didn't even say that.
You be running your mouth so much you don't even know.
No. The one who's sitting here running their mouth is you.
That's you.
You, man. I didn't say that.
Because I can't even get 2 words in before you interrupt.
I didn't even say that.
I didn't say that, sir. Yes, you did. Okay. Regardless.
No, I didn't.
Okay, what's the world that you want to see? That's what I want to know. What do you want to see?
What do you mean?
What kind of world do you want to see?
A world where people, all people, irrespective of race, gender, creed, religious beliefs, or sexual orientation have equal access to opportunity. That's it.
They do.
Okay, so then I'm not the one who's saying something wrong with the world. Y'all saying that.
Now, what I'm saying is that you cannot do it by suppressing the boys.
I never. Who's saying that? Who's saying that though? Like who's offering to suppress boys?
I said that they suppress the boys.
This is what I would suggest as a pivot from what's going on because I just know this from my personal experience. A lot of the reason why, part of the reason why girls are excelling boys in education and stuff like that, I think that boys should go to schools for boys and girls should go to school for girls because what's happening is in these schools, a lot of boys. Because let's even get into it because when children are young, the boys and the girls are excelling at the same rate. You don't start to see this separation between the two until you start getting to middle school, past puberty, and into high school. And the fact is, a lot of boys get sidetracked because of the girls.
Actually, if you read Richard Reeves' book, right, of boys and men, right, boys are actually behind girls as far as verbal communications, right, coming from kindergarten. And they do not catch up till late middle school. So,
Okay.
and in other words, they found there's a very good book called The Boy Problem, right? Written by a feminist female, okay, that prove that that boys and girls learn differently.
Yeah.
And
That,
but
that,
but
go
but
ahead.
get but guess and guess who said that? Okay, in 1965, guess who said that?
Who?
Moynihan and Clark. They said that in 1965. Guess who's against it?
Who?
Liberals and females, especially feminists,
Against what?
against against a separate education system for boys and girls.
Oh well, I'm not against that. I'm in favor of that. So of course they would be. Of course they
Yeah,
would be against it because
yeah.
they want to say that gender is a social construct. I don't believe that. So you know what I'm saying? I don't believe that.
Basically that's why feminism is going to fall. It's because it's not. And guess who's going to kill it? It's not going to be the men.
Who's gonna kill it?
The women are going to kill it
Okay.
because women are hypergamous by nature. Okay, and guess what? They don't want to be responsible have the responsibility of a man and children on their shoulders. They've said that in multiple books, in multiple videos, in multiple things. This is going on like 20 years of study. Okay, and they don't want to be breadwinners, and they don't want to be run the family. Okay, they want a man to run the family. Unfortunately, okay, but guess what? They've moved aside the men because this is zero sum game. It's gonna be more zero sum as automation comes in. Okay, you take a job. If you give a woman a job in that position, a man doesn't get that position. So she's got to take the spot of the man. Guess what she don't want to do? Because women are
Mhm.
going and women are going to kill feminism. And basically, but the thing is, you've suppressed the boys. You had to elevate the girls, so you had to take something away from the boys to do that. So guess what? The boys don't think it's fair, and that's the biggest thing I'm hearing from the younger millennials and the Z's and A's. They don't think this shit is fair. So,
Man, ain't nothing being taken from these dudes. These dudes is on the internet and playing games all day.
That's what I'm saying.
Go
That's
ahead.
what I'm saying. Okay. If you talk to them, so you're assuming that you haven't talked to them. I have. And they don't think it's fair, so they said, "Fuck it. If it's not fair, I can't get the fair break because they're gonna always promote the girl over me. Fuck it, let her do it."
Okay, so how are girls being promoted over boys?
Girls get the money. Okay, as far as welfare stuff, they get they get most of the protection. Okay, in fact, on campus, you can't even look at a girl. It's called Me Too. Okay, the girls get most of the scholarship money. We ain't gonna talk about the about the black boys versus black girls. That's completely washed. In fact, we got 3 scholars, man, looking for it. We at begging, hey, if you can find a scholarship for black boys versus versus black girls, 'cause they got plenty for girls, okay, and got none, very little or none for boys. So until we equalize that, until we put this, in other words, if only 10% of your girls could read at 8th grade reading level, it'd be a national crime. They'd be fixing it, they'd be pouring money into it. When it's boys, they don't give a shit. These are the boys.
So
where
where are the fathers? Where are the fathers to teach these boys to read?
the boys are teaching these boys to read? Ask the
Yeah,
mother.
where the fathers at?
Ask the mothers.
Why would I? No, I'm not asking the mother. I'm asking the father. Where are the fathers
Where
to
the
teach
mothers?
these boys to read?
Ask the mothers.
Why am I asking the mother? Why
Because-
they didn't got? That's not even focused on the mother. Where the father at?
No, we gonna ask the mothers. Guess who the kids are with?
The kids with the mother and the father, ain't they?
No, 66% of the fathers are in the home. The black fathers are in the home.
How many
66%.
are in the home?
Yeah, the fact that's what they've done surveys over the past 10 years. Black
Okay,
fathers,
so then why you proving my point?
So in other words, where's the money? Okay, the thing is if black boys are failing at that rate, why come you don't give them their own school? Why don't you help them out, okay, and find out how they learn? If that's the kind of
So who's supposed to create that initiative?
Who's supposed to create that initiative has been created.
Yeah.
Okay, and who's the most concerned about it? Mother and father, right?
Okay, so what I'm talking about from the From the political standpoint.
Political standpoint, okay. If it were women, if it were white women or black girls or white girls that are failing in that rate, there'd be tons of money being poured into their system, right? To do that.
But I'm saying somebody would have to create the initiative to do that.
finish? Can I
Go
finish?
ahead.
Right? Okay. But the thing is, first you got to care. There, in fact, it's been sitting in. I've looked at it. It's been sitting in Congress, right, for really since Trump was in office, right? Been sitting in Congress. There's like 52 different programs for black boys that's been sitting in Congress for the last 8 years, and nobody even talks about it. I brought it up, I don't know how many times, but nobody wants to talk about it because nobody cares.
But isn't that an issue for the Congressional Black Caucus?
Nobody cares. So is it an issue for black people?
But this is what I'm saying though. See how you saying nobody cares? That's what I came. That's what. Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
That's what I came. That's what I was on here just saying. Nobody cares.
Yes.
Now, when you say that, that's including men. See, this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, if I get that men are having a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that's why I asked you. Okay, so where's the initiative? Who's creating the initiative to address these issues for men? And I'm talking about from a policy making side of it. I'm not, because if you just listen to these podcasts and the content creators, then it seems like that their only problem is that they can't get ass when they want. But if we have all these other deeper systemic issues that's affecting boys from an early age, then that has to be something that has to be addressed from a public policy making perspective. And what I'm saying is, I think men should be taking the lead on that, but that's not what I see and hear brothers on the internet talking about all day. That's why I dismiss what they're saying. Because when I go online, all I'm hearing about is, can you get a blowjob or not? How to tell if she gonna suck your dick for the first 2 minutes you meet her? All this other dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't deny what you're saying about this stuff right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never said that boys aren't having a hard time and that there needs to be some adjustment with how maybe child support is enforced or how family court laws are enforced and stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about.
Have you ever heard of Dr. Johnson's 18-point agenda? Black
Who?
Dr. T.S.I. Johnson's 18-point black male agenda.
No, I haven't heard of it.
None of that has anything to do with pussy.
Well, see, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not singling out anybody from any. You know
how long I've been in this space, sir?
How long?
I've been in this space 10 years. Okay. The vast majority of this, 90% of this shit is not about pussy.
Shitting me.
But I don't know where you look. I mean, the thing is, what's called a law of attraction, sir. Okay, you draw to what you are. If that's what you
really, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Look, check this out then. Okay, maybe you're right, but how do you explain this? Because what me and Chaos was just talking about was how one content creator in this space is complaining about how he's attractive. Well, who was it, Chaos? Who you was talking about?
Oh, well, I was talking about from my dialogue, just to bring emphasis, was Ringo TV.
Okay, so Ringo TV, he was just complaining about how the women get more viewership and they getting more money. See what I'm saying? Now, if you fired up a stream right now talking about this stuff, how many of them dudes up there in Danica Marie or 60 Goddess chat gonna leave that, gonna stop watching the eye candy to come over here and listen to what you're saying about these very important issues?
I don't care.
But I'm just telling. All I'm saying is, this is why I have the view that I have on it.
The thing is, you don't understand about my channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you never asked. Okay, my channel is good for 500 people. Okay, I've done this shit before elsewhere. My channel's about to do it, not how many. I mean, YouTube suppresses my numbers because they think that I'm, dangerous politically. Okay, that's why. Okay, my boy Rom is at 97,000. We started off; he was actually below me, 97,000 subs. Okay, Rom doesn't talk about pussy. Okay, he might talk about mating, but thing is, pussy is not his main thing. Okay, I when I don't even talk about pussy. I'm not a dating coach. That's the first thing I say. I'm not a dating coach. Okay, I talk about
Right.
relationships. I talk about how men are trained in this society. Okay, I just did a whole two videos talking about women. Well, guess what? I've talked about how other women see us around the world, and not how your women see it, because your women
Mhm.
see you is upside down. I got a mentor. I have a mentor. Now she's been counseling women for 45 years. She's one of the
Mhm.
biggest names. If I name her, she's one of the biggest names in the pro-black sector. Okay, you can ask Claude
Okay.
Anderson about it. If I name you, could ask Claude Anderson about it. They're personal friends. Okay, she says the
Okay.
exact same thing that I'm saying. This society between black men and women is upside down. Okay, and
Well,
the reason,
we all know that
and
though.
that in other words, and if you cannot, I'm done with it, because basically, basically the way women are trained in this society, in this kind that was set up by white people, it ain't gonna change. So I tell brothers, if you want to stay in it, if you want to stay second place in this society, especially in this society amongst your women, go ahead, stay in it. I'd leave.
How are brothers second place though?
I,
You don't think any of that is self inflicted?
no,
That because that's where the rub gonna come in at. So you
no,
telling me none of it's self inflicted?
no,
Come on, man.
you've been
I grew up
socialized.
with the BGS. I grew up. I'm one of you. Like I be saying when I'm doing my show, I'm one of you, and I know you. Let's not look. Let's just get it all out in the open. A
Mhm.
lot of us be on some bullshit. Let's stop sitting here
Where,
pretending like we all just sitting around
where,
trying to figure out how to be the best
where
version
do
of ourselves. Knock
where
it
do
off.
where do we learn the bullshit from?
I don't know, but it's just what we do though.
Where did we learn the bullshit from? Do we just all of a sudden whole cloth out of one generation and create all the bullshit, or has it been passed down for generations?
Well, some of it has been passed down, but some of it's
Most,
new. Let's be
most,
real.
most of it. What's new?
I mean, well, you know how I feel about hip hop. I mean, we could get into that. Look, you can get into the black exploitation era and this whole rise of Huggy Bear and the pimp and the player and the Mac. That like look and no, look, hold up real quick. And those caricatures
See, hold up real
of
quick. See, you're gonna keep talking. Watch. Keep on
well,
talking.
let me finish. Those caricatures.
Get to the point.
Just let me. I'm trying to. If you stop
No,
interrupting me.
wait. Hold on a second. I wanted to stop for a second. Remember, you said I don't get to the point fast enough. Remember you said
Okay. All right.
all right. Okay. You remember you saying that, right?
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. I'm saying that you don't either. Okay. Point
Okay.
taken. Go ahead.
All right. So like I was as I was saying, those caricatures
Uh-huh.
rose up
Mm-hmm.
as an alternative, as a preeminent alternative to the black family man who was a husband and a father. And if we want to sit here and pretend as if that hasn't had an effect on the socialization of black men and black boys after that time period, then we not being honest. We're just not being honest. It definitely has had an effect. That's my point. It definitely has had an effect.
Okay. Have you ever gone back to like the 1910s and 1920s? Actually read the lyrics of blues songs, not the ones that
I understand.
Are you gonna interrupt or what?
No, I'm just saying. I haven't. I understand where you're going. I understand. That's all I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
In other words, hip hop ain't saying nothing that the blues didn't say back 100 years ago, man.
I know, but it's the difference. This is why you got to realize the difference, though.
Mm-hmm.
See, during that time period,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't have a blues song with lewd lyrics that could go viral. See, it's the reason why they say it's going viral. But what is a virus? A virus is something that contaminates a social organism.
So what?
You see what I'm saying?
So what changed?
Mass media.
So
The way that the music and everything is disseminated, the speed at which it's disseminated.
So the mass media didn't happen until post 2000, 21st century. What changed?
What you mean?
What changed?
I just told you what changed. What you mean?
In other words, how long has radio been around?
Radio's been around a long time.
1930s, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So radio is a form of mass media, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you want to go that granular, right? Okay.
Right.
So how come it didn't happen in the 1930s?
Because owning a radio at one point, once upon a time, was like owning. It was a big deal to own a radio. Not everybody. That's what I'm saying. Not it wasn't the media. The information wasn't disseminated as quickly. Like everybody didn't have a radio. Just like once upon a time, everybody didn't have a TV. Once upon a time, everybody didn't have a PC. Once upon a time, everybody didn't have a iPhone. You see what I'm saying? So the times have changed. Really, the way it spreads it's faster now. So it spreads faster.
What the difference is, and I remember the change because I'm old enough to remember when it actually changed. Okay, when hip hop was actually shadow banned on all your public radio stations. What changed? Oh, they loosened up. The censorship changed. Okay, they started allowing.
Yeah.
In other words, this is well before what we call social media, mass media now. Okay, where you can actually go behind it and you don't have any gatekeepers. Okay, they changed that shit to make money. They changed that. Okay, the same radio stations that were in the 1930s that could have done it, because go back to what is it? Orson Welles, War of the Worlds. Okay, that scared the whole nation. Okay, that's media. Okay, how come this lewdness didn't spread throughout the whole nation back then? It's because it was censored. Okay, even in the 1980s, right? In hip hop, up until when did they start doing that crap, man?
In the 90s, early 90s.
It was actually 1988 when K-Day in Los Angeles started playing hip hop, started playing they would beep it out with things they were actually play the records. Okay, I remember that. Okay, so the censorship changed, the whole society changed. It started to decay. Okay,
it became more secular. Like if you want to say what's changed with Black America, contemporary Black America from maybe previous generations is we're not as religious or spiritual as we used to be. We're more secular now. We're more secular.
The whole nation is. But the thing is that's we're not even get into what happened. We be arguing all night. I don't feel like arguing about this shit because it's evident Black family. Okay, I mean that's evident. We can go all the way back in history and out of the mouths of the women back in the 60s saying the exact same shit. We already know what happened. Okay, we already know what happened with civil rights. Okay. When Black women allowed white women to take over 82% of it, okay, that's what killed it, so they can get crumbs.
How did Black women allow that?
If Black feminists didn't align themselves with white feminists, they had no social standing to take it over. Okay, or they would not have put it in the bill. Okay, in 1964.
Okay, we can. I have a difference of opinion on that.
You can have a difference of opinion, but you got to bring it, because trust and believe, the chick that helped him out, the Black chick that helped him out, she wrote a whole fucking book. Okay,
what's her name?
I gotta look it up. I could look it up, but she's amongst feminists, she's extremely famous. Okay, but I gotta look it up. In fact, the senator that talked about it. Okay, we thought it was a good deal for Black women too. So basically, that's why I said, brother, stop. I tell brother, stop arguing over this shit, man. It's not going to change. You're not going to change it. Okay, just go ahead and do what you want to do. Don't worry about it. Don't let.
As if they haven't been doing it.
They haven't been doing it. If they had,
they haven't.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't.
Yes, they have. Yes,
they have. We got people like you.
Off, man.
There's more people like you than there are people like me. Trust and believe.
Yeah. Okay.
You already know there's more guys out there like you than there's like me. Okay. Now, trust and believe. I know. I work in the pro-Black sector. I know. Okay.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. See, all these things can't be true, because you was just saying how that in the Black culture is upside down. So how can there be more men like me than you? Because I'm not upside down.
You don't think so?
I'm not. How can I be upside down?
You don't think so? You don't think so?
Okay. So
because you still swallowing blue pills, sir. So
I don't even. I reject.
Yeah, you can reject.
I reject the entire.
How do you reject a philosophy? Okay.
Listen to what I'm saying. I reject the entire the way, the scheme, entirely. I don't even view the
Wait,
world through no damn red pill or blue pill. Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
explain. Okay, since you understand it, I want to hear how you understand it. What's the blue pill?
The blue pill is not being aware. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not
No.
understanding that you're not understand. Wait a minute. Not understanding that what you're in a controlled system. Or okay, go ahead. Explain it. Explain it from y'all perspective.
No. I want to hear what the blue pill. Okay, that's what I want to hear from it. Okay.
Okay.
What about the red pill? What do you think that is?
The red pill is you're awakening. Now you understand that you're in a gynocracy and these.
No.
And,
Well, go ahead.
I don't know. Because
That's
it's
where you
y'all stuff.
understand
It ain't my
it.
stuff.
That's where you understand it. Okay, it's a gynocracy. You understand the red pill from a black man's perspective, right? Or black man's perspective, and that's what you're saying, right? Okay. Okay. What's the black pill, as you understand?
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know about no black pill, no purple pill, no pink pill. I don't know, man.
Okay. Now you want to hear what it actually is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You're listening now.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. Blue pill is necessary. As in the Matrix, I just did a whole seminar on the Matrix, right? Blue pill is the majority of people. It's your conditioning that society conditions you to believe and act and do. Okay. That's your conditioning. Okay. The red pill is that you're aware of the conditioning. Okay. In other words, you're not free of it, but you're aware what the matrix is, and that you have been conditioned in a society. Okay. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but you're aware of it. Okay. The black pill is actually how how your society and the morals are all made up. Okay. How they're put together and why they're put together and why they're necessary for society to function. Okay. In other words, the blue pill, if you follow the Matrix movies, right? Basically, Doubting Thomas Anderson was in the blue pill world, right? He had a hint that there was something else, that something was wrong, that he was actually been socialized, right? Okay. When he came out of it, okay, he saw exactly what the Matrix was. This is the truth. This is what you have been in under is a socialization system. It has been pulled over your eyes, but this is what the world actually looks like. Okay. And he became Neo or neophyte, right? When he became the one, that's when he walked through the door of light. When the architect was telling him, okay, this is what it was, this is how we put it together, and this is why we put together, and this is how this thing functions. Okay. And this is what we do to keep people alive. And before we made up the last series of matrices, we made it differently. Okay. But people rejected it, so we had to make it differently. You had to make a different reality for people. Those are the three pills. That's the blue, that's the red, and that's the black. It has nothing to do with gynocracy or anything. Gynocracy is just another system of control, another socialization system.
But isn't red pill knowledge the same thing?
No.
So let me ask you a question. So you're saying that red pill knowledge, red pill content isn't a type of reconditioning and resocialization of men? Because I would argue that it is.
It might be reconditioning, but the thing is, guess what it's based on?
What?
It's showing, what it does is show you how you have been socialized and gives you the option to either accept or reject it.
Okay.
And there's a lot of red pill guys that are happily married, making mid six figures, that I socialize with, that are subs of mine, okay, that make damn good money. Some are politicians, some are military people, some are engineers. The majority of mine are engineers. They're either one of the military, they're programmers, they're engineers, or they're politicians of some sort. Okay, the vast majority of my subs.
Okay.
Because they want to know, they actually want to know, okay, this is what we've been told. We want to know how the world really works. That's what they want to know. That's why they come to me. So that's why I show them.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's all, fine and good and everything. Like I said, I don't view the world through that.
Good. I know you
don't. Listen, I don't view the world through a pill lens.
Good. I know you don't.
I understand socialization and conditioning. With that being said,
maybe.
with that being said, I do think and believe there are certain things that are just going to be endemic to the makeup of a man, and there
Like
are some
what?
things that's going to be endemic to the like providing.
Providing. Okay, really? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
because he has that he needs shelter, he needs food, he needs these things.
So why
She
should
provide. He's not just providing for somebody else. He has to provide for himself too.
so
He's his
why
own provider.
so basically so basically ba- I'm not even gonna explain. I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm
So,
gonna let that go.
but look at it like this: if you
Mhm.
were on a deserted island
Mm-hmm.
and it starts raining, then you have to provide yourself with a shelter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the things that a man needs, he's going to need that irrespective of if he got a woman with him or not.
How about
He's his
so,
own provider.
so put a woman
ahead.
on a desert island by herself?
Uh-huh.
What's she gonna have to do?
She's going to have to build a shelter.
She's gonna have to provide, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna have to work. So if you put a man and a woman on the desert island together, they have to work together, right? Got to provide for each other.
Yeah, it's never been this thing where men and women haven't been working together. That's
So
not look.
so why is it solely on the man to provide?
What we're talking about in an artificial system. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
no,
didn't
no,
say
no,
that.
no,
I
no,
didn't
no,
say it about. Hold
okay.
up. I didn't say nothing about only the man providing. I said I believe there's some things that are just endemic to a man, and you said like what? I said providing.
Why is that
What's the
endemic to a
problem?
man? Why is that endemic to a man?
I just told you why.
No, providing, really?
Yeah. So
Why is it?
we can look at it from an example standpoint.
In other words, why is that endemic to men only?
I'm about to tell you why.
Okay.
Because check this out. If
Uh-huh.
a woman can be a damsel in distress,
Why?
a man can't.
Why? How come a woman?
Because a man gonna come
can't?
to her rescue.
Why?
You know why?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Okay. The reason why, because what she got between her legs. It's gonna
No.
go back to human biology. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's not, no. What do you got between her legs? Sex? Is this
Yeah.
about sex?
Yeah, I'm talking about sex and the sexual differences that arise from sex.
No,
Sexual dimorphism.
What's the most valuable thing a woman has?
Her mind.
Nope.
Okay, what is it then?
Her womb.
That's ain't that connected to what's between her legs though? Like that's connected to what's between her legs. Same thing. It's the same thing.
And it's also valuable to who else? Not just the men,
So who else then? Children?
to the whole society, to women too.
Well, yeah. From that, yeah. If you want to look at it from that standpoint, yeah. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm driving at, BJS. Check this out. Look, if you had a man, check this out though. If you had a man standing on the side of the road trying to hitchhike, and you got an attractive woman standing on the side of the road trying to hitchhike, who you think gonna get picked up first? Be honest.
It depends.
Now come on, be honest, BJS. Who you think? What's the
depends.
odds that she's gonna? The woman gonna get picked up first 9 times out of 10.
If you in a war, guess who's gonna get picked up first?
See how you changing it?
No, I'm changing
it, man.
No, I didn't change it.
Yes, you are. You added another scenario.
No, I didn't. You said side of the road. I said depends.
Okay, so if they had a truck stop, who's gonna get picked up?
Talking about a truck stop.
Yeah, say if it's a man and a woman at a they're not together, but they trying to hitchhike at the truck stop. Who do you think gonna have an easier time getting the ride?
Maybe the woman. Okay.
Okay, then you see what I'm saying? Women just look. All I'm saying is that women are going to more readily be rescued than men, just from the simple fact that, hey, man, see her, she needs some help. She look good, and if I help her, that might increase my chance of being able to mate with her. The man gonna do that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, basically for the propagation of the species, who has to be protected?
Oh, the woman.
The woman. Why?
Because she got the womb.
Why? And she can actually reproduce or restock more humans, right?
Yeah, than a man. Yeah.
A man can't do it, can he?
No, that's yeah. I understand that.
That's why it's biologically wired into you.
Wait, what's biologically wired into
It's
me?
biologically wired into you that a womb should be protected by the whole society.
BJ,
For
I
that
just
reason.
said that though.
No,
I
you
just
didn't.
said that.
No,
Yes,
you,
I
no, you,
did.
no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did,
No,
man.
you didn't.
I
In other
didn't say it
words,
like that, but that's what I just
in,
said.
in other words, you didn't say that. There ain't no like that.
No,
You
I
said
didn't
you
say. I didn't say that. I didn't say that specifically, but it's the
Hey,
same
well,
thing.
you have to say that specific. It's not the same thing.
No, I don't. It's the same.
not-
If you
it's not
follow the
it's-
train of
it's-
thought, then you
no,
know
no,
where it's gonna
no,
take
no, no. The thing is, you're not supposed to follow train of thought. You're actually supposed to say
you.
it.
Yeah, no. If you follow the train of thought,
No,
you
no,
know
no.
where
You're
it's gonna
supposed to
take
say
you.
it.
You can't have the woman womb without what's between her legs. though. Come on.
Between me, that's the difference between me and you. You take the long way around. I don't.
No, you don't.
Yes,
I
no,
don't.
yes,
Why
I
are
do.
you up here trying to upstage me? What's the problem,
I ain't
man?
trying to upstage you. I'm not.
Yes,
trying
you
to
are.
I'm trying to have a conversation. You
No,
got into the
no,
argument. You
no.
have to get into the argument. I don't.
What is all this hostility? I don't
Ain't
understand
no
what's
hostility.
hostility.
Ain't no
man.
hostility.
I'm just trying to check the temperature. What's going on?
No, ain't no hostility. You know, 'cause personally, I do not care anymore. I don't care. Let it fall.
I don't believe that, BJ. If you didn't care, you wouldn't still be on
Nah, I
here.
let
You
it
wouldn't
fall.
be up here.
I care for my people, but as far as the rest of this stuff, I don't care. Let it fall. If they can't get it together, you can't check these females. It's gonna fall. Let it go.
What I want, look, this is what I want to know though.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Right, it's already falling in crib. That's why they're panicking about this shit. Okay, they have to reverse this stuff. If they do not, it's gonna fall. It's gonna come apart. Why do you think they're importing all these immigrants?
What kind of immigrants are important?
Do you read?
What gender? What gender?
Do you read?
Yeah.
All genders, mostly men.
Okay then. See what I'm saying? Now, why you think that is?
Because why do you think that? Why do you think it is? I want to know because I know why it is.
It's replacement.
Replacement for what?
That's why. What you mean replacement for what?
For what?
I don't understand the question.
You do understand the question. You
No, I don't. You're saying for what? And I'm saying what you mean for what? For labor.
For labor.
For labor.
Well, why don't you say that?
For labor. Okay, for labor. I mean, I thought we both understood. I don't know if we gotta ask that question.
No. What I'm saying, I don't know what you understand. Okay. I
Okay.
don't know what you understand because you go, sometimes I think I do. We're on the same page, and you way out there in blue pill, what left field, man? I say, damn, where the fuck did you get that from?
See how you keep calling me blue pill? That's conditioning. That's socialization. See how you?
Yeah,
same thing.
Because I recognize.
I reject it though.
I don't care whether you reject it or not.
I reject it.
Now you reject it all you want. You are what you are.
I reject it because
you
look,
reject it all you want.
Nothing is more blue pill than sitting up here worrying about what another man doing and got going on in his house with his woman and shit. And that's all I see dudes on the internet doing.
Really? They worry about what's going on in their house. Okay. And how it affects
a lot of them ain't got no house, BJ. They live with women.
They're concerned about their woman in their house. Okay.
You mean her house? A lot of them live with women, man.
If they live with women, that's where they stay. That's their house. Okay. That's their abode. Okay.
All right, sure. If you want to say that.
Just like if a woman lives with you, guess what? That's where she lives. That's their house. Okay.
Yeah, she can do that. The man can't do that.
Your man can do that.
No, he can't. The world does not work the same way for men and women.
It's called equality, sir.
No, the world does not work this. Just because two things are equal does not mean they're the same.
It's called equality, sir.
Equality does not mean same. See, this is what many modern men conflate.
There you go.
Equality does not mean same.
That means we're not on the same page, right? Here we go.
So let me ask you a question. So if I have a pound of water and I have a pound of air, they're equal, but are they the same?
They're not equal.
They are equal.
No, they're not.
A pound is a pound. Yes, they are.
No, they're not equal.
So you're telling me if I take a pound of air and put it on one side, and I take a pound of water and put it on one side, the scale ain't gonna be balanced. It's gonna be balanced.
If you have a big enough scale, but how about volume, sir?
Volume?
Yes.
What about it?
Are they equal in volume?
It depends. Okay, let's use a better example. Muscle and fat. If you got 5 pounds of muscle, you got 5 pounds of fat, The volume gonna be different. Because fat takes up more space. Muscle is more dense, but they're still equal. It's still 5 pounds.
They're equivalent in weight, but they're not equal.
They are. How they not equal? You're talking about sameness. You're talking about congruency.
No. Equal means that they're the same. Okay, that's what equal means. Okay.
No, it doesn't. It does not mean that.
Equal means that's what it means, sir. Okay. Now, if you talk about a certain aspect of it, you talk about just gross weight. Yeah. Okay. They're equivalent in weight. That's what we call it. They're not equal.
They are equal, and this is why I'm saying this. You do realize that equality was first, right? Equality between men and women was first.
Where at?
All over the planet.
Where?
What you mean? What you mean where?
Equality. What's okay? All over the planet. Equality was first. How?
Because the societies were flat. The only thing that has put men over women is resources. That's it. That's it. Before that, they, like you said, they had to work together. So the woman had to do what she had to do, because if she don't, they ain't gonna have nothing to eat, nowhere to sleep, so forth and so on. And the man had to do what he had to do, because if he don't, they ain't gonna have no food to eat, they ain't gonna have nowhere to sleep. So it was equal.
So how's it?
Nobody had nothing.
How was there resources?
What you mean? Because once they started figuring out how to develop surplus resources, then that created resource hoarding. And so check this out. So because you could have five goat or whatever, or a storehouse full of grain, you now can enlist other men to do your bidding.
Okay.
And because you can enlist other men, check this out. Because you can enlist other men to do your bidding, you could go take somebody else's stuff over. That's what they started. Let me finish.
Is there a point here? No. Is there a point here somewhere?
Let me finish.
Is there a point here somewhere?
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Because if you listen to feminists, what feminists want to postulate is that men are doing like men do. They go to war and all this kind of stuff because they're men in the male brain. All soldiers are soldiers of fortune.
No,
period. But yes, they are. Yes, they are. All soldiers are soldiers. Yes, they are. All soldiers are soldiers of fortune. And before you had the creation of surplus resources, that people would work together, because you ain't got nothing. You ain't got the problem doesn't come in. Hold up, let me finish. The problem did not come in till you had social stratification and the creation of hierarchy. And just like when men will argue with the anthropologists and the social scientists, just like when men would ascend to the top of the hierarchy, they would ascend over women too.
Go look at what it called. I think it's called was the Antios Island, where the Yawa tribe and the headhunters live. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a resource. Okay, they protect intruders from their tribe. Okay. Men and women.
Surplus resources create inequality.
They don't have surplus resources, okay?
Surplus resources create inequality. Before that, you have no such thing as. So check this out. The same thing that creates poverty, the same thing that creates wealth, creates poverty. It's a binary. So before you have wealth, there is no poverty, because nobody has more than the other.
You had hierarchies before you had even resources, sir.
No, you didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, you didn't. You had social rankings. You had social rank, and that was based on seniority.
You had also abilities, sir.
That was based on seniority.
It's based on ability, sir.
Okay, and so let me ask you a question. So let's say what? So let's say.
So in other words,
that's not a hierarchy. So let me ask you a question. So you're telling me?
Wait. So a chief.
That's not a hierarchy.
A chief of a tribe is not a hierarchy.
No.
The tribal council is not a hierarchy.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm done.
See, because and I'm telling you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because what created the hierarchy. What created the hierarchy was what was passed down. See, that's what he's ignoring. It was what was passed down.
Where do you get this shit from?
Let me finish. It was
No, I ain't
because
gonna,
of what
no. I'm
it was
interrupting.
because of what was passed down.
Bullshit.
So what? Yeah, no, it's not. So
It is
check this out.
bullshit. It's
Check this
bullshit.
out. Check this out. Like you said, it was based on ability. So you don't. So let's say you got a dude who can shoot a bow and arrow good.
Yeah.
You don't think it's ever gonna be you don't think it's gonna ever be a woman who's gonna come and be able to shoot that bow and arrow just as good? So this is what I'm telling you.
If she can't,
Before the creation, let me finish. Before the creation of surplus resources, these were open rank societies where anybody could attain to the highest status, because you're right, it was based on ability. It wasn't baked in. It only became baked in with the creation of social stratification and hierarchy, because the whatever that father had, it would go to the oldest son, and the oldest son would assume leadership. That's how this stuff got baked in and became concrete and became cemented. That's critical theory right there. That's critical theory.
Okay.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me ask you this:
Go ahead.
Do apes and monkeys in groups have hierarchies?
Yeah, they do.
I'm done.
They do. Do apes and monkeys talk?
Have hierarchies? Huh?
Do they talk? Do they talk?
They have their own language. Yes, they do talk. Yes.
No, they don't. They don't. It fucking ain't.
They don't have human language. They don't.
Okay then. All right. So what we know is that an ape and a monkey does not have the same cognitive ability and capability as a human. Stop it. You're deflecting. You're deflecting.
I'm not deflecting.
Yes, you are.
No,
Yes, you are.
You said, do they talk?
Because now you want to reduce humans down to being animals.
Wait.
When it suits you. Come on, man.
Do apes, monkeys, fish, whales, dolphins, ants communicate? They do.
They communicate. They don't talk though, and they don't have the same cognitive ability as humans.
So who said they had to be human?
I'm not listening to what I'm saying.
No.
Those animals, no. Listen, those animals, they don't build, man. They don't create social structures and shit like how we do. That's what makes us the dominant species on the planet.
Do ants and termites build structures?
No, they don't.
They don't?
Do they have lights and running water that they created with irrigation? We're gonna have to follow it all the way through then, because you already know what I'm saying. Do they have light bills? Do they pay lights?
How long have humans around before they actually had lights?
That's not the point.
Yeah,
okay?
It is the point.
So who created fire? Does an ant create fire? Does it have to go through the process of creating a fire?
It doesn't need fire. So
exactly. So check this out. So say if you have a tribe somewhere and the best fire starter is a woman, you don't think she's gonna be running the tribe? Like, knock it off. It didn't have nothing to do with what you're trying to say. This shit is modern, and it comes from social stratification and surplus resources. Surplus resources creates inequality.
Surplus resources has nothing to do with stratification, sir.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Here we go with this again. All right.
No, it doesn't.
Social stratification is what creates inequality, man.
You have apes and monkeys that have social stratification, okay?
All right. How do caste systems develop then?
How do caste systems develop? Okay.
Yeah. How do caste systems develop?
In other words, they develop through when social hierarchies become hardened.
Exactly. This is exactly what I'm telling you. So what I'm saying is this. Listen to what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying a person can't outrank another one.
Listen.
Go ahead.
And listen. Well, for what you said about hierarchies being based on resources is bullshit. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I just explained to you why.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you look. If it can be uprooted, then guess what it means?
It's called empirical evidence. Okay.
If it can be uprooted, it's not a hierarchy. Hierarchies are hardened. That's what I'm telling you. Hierarchies are hardened.
They don't have.
They're baked in. Yes, they do,
no,
man. All right. Okay. All right. Now I just went through this with Chris Grandison.
Wait a minute. Okay. So
those societies was flat, man.
If you flatten a society, right? Destroyed it completely, right? Okay. And people got together. Guess what's going to actually form again?
Hierarchies.
Thank you. It's natural.
I didn't say we're not talking about what's natural and what's not. What I'm telling, because human development is natural. What I'm telling you is, before there was surplus resources, you didn't have any hierarchy. Hierarchy, patriarchy, and social stratification is all synonymous.
Is there a hierarchy in the anthill?
What do you mean?
Is there a hierarchy in the anthill?
Ants are matriarchal.
Is there hierarchy in the anthill? I don't care.
Ants are matriarchal.
It doesn't matter about matriarchy. It doesn't matter about matriarchy.
Ants are matriarchal.
Is there a hierarchy?
What do you mean?
Is there a hierarchy in the ant
in
colony?
terms of, I'm saying, are you asking me do ants outrank other ants?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hierarchy, right?
Yeah.
It's based on function, right?
I don't know.
You don't
I'm
know.
not an insectologist. I don't know.
So hierarchies are part of biology, okay?
Listen up, you still missing the fucking point.
No, I'm not.
That's not the goddamn point. The point is when it comes. No, it's not. The point is when it comes to humans. When it comes to humans. Once it became baked in through patriarchy, that's when it became a hierarchy. Before that, it was what you would call an open rank society where anybody could ascend. So anybody. It's whoever had the best ability. That's not a hierarchy.
So if patriarchy is probably a global phenomenon around the world, right? That all humans adopt. How did it come about? And why is it?
It came about with the advent of technology in the agricultural revolution. This is what I'm telling you. When they became more developed with producing surplus resources, that created social stratification, that created hierarchy, that created patriarchy. Because the man who had all this stuff, he would just pass it to his son. And so because he just passed it to his son, nobody else got a chance to ever show if they could do it or not. Their ability never got a chance to be examined because it just went to his son. So it became baked in. And that's how you got kings. That's how you got potentates. That's how it all developed, man. You know what I'm saying?
In other words, the more complex the society, the more it's liable to become a patriarchy, right?
Yeah. We both know that.
So basically, patriarchy is a natural phenomenon, sir.
I never said it wasn't. I never said it wasn't. No, I didn't. I did not say that. What I said is this, BGS. I said matriarchies haven't existed. Those societies were not matriarchies.
How do you know?
Because
how do you define a matriarchy?
We define a matriarch. Well, I define a matriarchy.
You define a matriarchy.
It's the same thing. It's just like a patriarch, except the women ruling. But let me ask you a question. This is how I know they never existed. Let me tell you how I know they never existed.
Okay.
Let's talk about why, like you said, the more complex the society becomes, the more patriarchal it becomes. But why? We know why. Because the tasks that produce the surplus resources and those things, men dominate and men do. Women don't do that. Typically, women don't do that. The only reason why we're dealing with this stuff now is because men became so proficient at doing their division of labor that they was able to create machinery and automation and all these things that now made it where women could do it too. So I give an example. Before, when you had horse and buggy, women didn't drive because you need strength and brawn to control them horses and to control that buggy. But then when you move into modern time and now you have an automobile with a power steering, a woman can drive herself anywhere. Okay. So this is how we get to where men became so proficient that they basically developed themselves out of that position. It's just like what's going on with automation and artificial intelligence now.
So in other words, the more automated we get, the less patriarchal we get.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, I would go with that. Yeah,
which is why I believe, okay, and a growing number of people are actually believing that are higher up that this is no longer patriarchy. Well,
I mean, I can see how us commoners would say that and feel that and believe that.
It's not the commoners that believe that. Okay.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying yeah and nay either way. All I'm saying is the lower you are in the hierarchy, the more you're going to feel the effects of what you're talking about. But if you're somebody like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or whatever, No woman is getting above them. Is all I'm saying.
You're thinking about individual people. They're not thinking about individual people.
I understand what you're saying, BJS.
No, you don't understand what I'm
yes,
saying.
I do. Because you're talking about.
No, you don't.
Listen at what I'm. Look. Listen at what I'm
look,
saying.
You won't stop talking to actually understand what I'm saying.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Okay. In other words, the higher you get up, the more that is actually controlled by society, right? The individual man does not control his own family. Okay, that ended in really in the 18th century, pretty much ended for the most part. Okay, your Leviathan is Hobbes calls it, right? Your central state determines what goes on, balls and strikes. In other words, under an actual patriarchy, okay, that's 3,000 years old, coming from the Hittites, passed on to the Greeks, passed on to the Romans, and then passed on to the Europe, and then actually spread out. Okay, under the Hittites, the Western patriarchy, you own your children as a father. Okay, your children are yours; those are your possessions. Okay. Now, your charges, your responsibility. You own your woman. You own your goods. You own your children. Right? Okay. Guess what got killed in 1839?
I know what you're talking about.
You know, okay. Well, then, if you know what I'm talking about, then speak on it, sir.
No, because we had this conversation. Look, we had this conversation before. I won't necessarily. Let me finish. I won't necessarily agree with that. Listen to what I'm saying.
Well, then let me continue.
Let
me continue then. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I got to hurry up now, huh?
No, I said go ahead. I'm not even saying nothing.
I paid Green Gorilla Man, who's a philosophy professor, a PhD, to actually go back and say, man, explain social contract to me, okay? And we found the article where with the end of basically the beginning of the end of the patriarchy in 1661, the 10 Years Act, okay, which led to Caroline Norton using that to actually put in the 10 Years Doctrine, okay? And from then on, when the Court of Chancellery, which you call a family court now, okay, determines who is the guardian of the child, okay? Patria, in other words, the father of the country, the father of the state, has been transferred to the state, okay? Transferred to the courts. And basically, if you look on your forms about your children, okay, it says parent or guardian, okay? Okay, you have parental rights. You do not have parental ownership of your children. The state owns your children, and they assigned parental guardianship and parental responsibility as they see fit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
But so we want to define what a patriarchy is, and that's why it's a sliding scale. People keep redefining what it is. Okay, the patriarchy ended in 1839. The former patriarchy, right? It's been a sliding scale ever since. So,
well, I would make the argument. Go ahead.
Up to now, especially really ended in 1972 with Title IX in America, when women actually allowed the women to actually take over the whole educational system. The feminists actually take it over. They if you read more than Title IX, they bragged about it.
Now, who allowed them to do that, though?
Huh?
Who allowed them to do that?
The state did.
And who was in control of the state?
Men and women are in control of the state.
No, BJS. Who's in control of the state?
Men and women are in control of the state.
No, men are in control of the state.
No, men are not in control of the state.
Yeah, let me say what I'm saying about this. Because I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying. You're right, because I remember even in the 90s, maybe you remember this, there was that high profile case where a child actually divorced their parent. You remember that?
I remember that.
See, and so you're right. What the state is doing in terms of family and stuff. So you're right. I agree. I agree with that. The only point that I've been making is that when you look at patriarchy, for men like us, it was always an illusion, because really what you have going on is a smaller group of men who are actually controlling and running everything. And it's going to go back to what I was just saying. The reason why they're able to do that is because they hoard the resources. They have a majority of the resources. You have a minority of the population controlling a majority of the earth's resources. So this is what gives them this immense power to come and undermine men like me, men like you, or anybody else. The only point that I'm making is that the people at the top are still male. It's still male dominated. That's the point that I'm making.
Go look at the World Economic Forum and see the division of labor and where those are the people that actually run the world. Okay, those people that actually
The
run the
World
world.
Economic Forum and the Division of Labor.
Go look at the male and females that actually run it.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. They include women too, but women ain't overtaking them. Women ain't overtaking them, man.
They agree, and this is something that has been. This is a very slow process. Okay, the state actually runs it. Okay, they basically the people at the top, they access the state. They can't control the whole state. Okay, it's impossible. Okay, well, and men and women at the bottom have to agree to it. Okay, as long as we get what we want, as long as we're actually comfortable, we agree to it, just like the Matrix. When
Yeah,
we don't,
that's true because you want to, so long as you got a little comfort, you can get your little paycheck, and I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, we do. We go along with it for the most part.
and the people that run the society have to run the society. Okay, they got to run it, and they got to run it so that it works. So, so a function of it working, they do things that they may or may not like. Okay, like giving women rights and what they thought is the best thing, that's give women fertility drugs, abortions and
Birth control.
birth control. Okay, they thought it was correct. They weren't, because it's going to kill your society. And they're dealing with that now. Why do you think all of these immigrants are actually coming in to actually replace the workers that are not here? I just had, you can go look it up there. I can't remember his name. It actually talk about demographics is destiny. Okay. So basically, you're not having enough babies. White people have not had enough babies for the last 60 years to replace themselves. Okay.
Yeah, I know that.
So in other words, at this point, your social society will collapse if you don't replace these people, because you're not having babies.
I think they bringing them in here for the military. I think they bringing them here to put them on to make it funnel some of them into the military.
Let me see if I can find this. He explained it. I mean, he explained it very well, and basically he put it in no uncertain terms. Okay, the military does nothing but go out and get you, protect your goods and resources. That's what it does. Okay, a military cannot control 330 million people with 800 million guns. It doesn't work that way. Okay, you guys don't know how the system is actually set up, which is why I don't even talk about it anymore, because y'all don't learn. Okay, y'all don't learn. Y'all ain't learn. You had a whole Congress getting up there for the past year yelling about what's going to happen to your Social Security system if you don't put in workers at the bottom, and what's going to happen to your budget when it finally overtakes the whole budget. Okay, you're already borrowing money, and basically, and what did he say? He said he said we were borrowing what, $73,000 per second, right? Okay, his last tally was $98,000 per second. Okay, you're running out of road to get your can down.
And that's talking about Social Security.
Oh no, they're talking about the budget that you have to borrow. They're talking about the national debt.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't have enough workers at the bottom to
prop up the pyramid.
Okay, or workers at the bottom to actually keep the society going, because most of your infrastructure is falling apart because guess what? You don't have no people at the bottom. One, okay. First of all, what you didn't do, okay, is have enough children. Okay. Secondly, what you didn't do, you took out what's important to the boys, which is shop and trade skills and math, all kinds of way boys actually learn. Okay. You gave them what? Gave them what was important to females. Okay. Because you're going to turn this whole society into a female-led service sector economy, right? Service economy, okay? Which you did, okay? So now, 56 years later, you ain't had no kids. You didn't train the boys for these trades, for this work. Couldn't socialize them, train them for something else. Now you want to all of a sudden turn around and pivot and be something that they haven't been trained to do.
Oh, that's true too.
So now, where are the skills that they still train these people in Latin America, right? So it's threefold,
Mm.
right? One, you're running out of white people. Okay, white people hit their death cross in 2015. Two, white people peaked out as a population in 2019. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
white population is declining. Okay, and white women are not having babies. So basically, the abortion laws that they passed, they try to pass, basically 55%, 55% of your voters, 57% of your voters are what? Are women. They can just put
Mm-hmm.
them back in. If they want abortions, they can have them. Why? Because they got the vote. Okay. If you can't convince them to have babies, that's what's going to happen. And then if you favored a female education over male education, and the boys grow up and figure out that they're always going to actually prefer the girls over the boys are giving up because everything they see, girls are better at it. Okay, they're kicking your ass. You're a sorry ass dude, and basically nothing else you can do. So why don't you just sit at home, with your video games and your porn with your lotion, okay? And guess what the boys are doing? They're sitting at home with their video games with their lotion. Fuck it.
Oh yeah,
61,
there's a lot of truth to that.
60. Go look at it. 61%. It was a study done in 2021 or 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
60% of your boys under 30 have not had their date or sex in a year and a half. 60%. That's called family formation. Okay. If you go to Japan, something very similar. They're leading. They're ahead of us, right? Okay. 30% of guys that made it to 50 in Japan, okay, have never had a date, never touched a woman. 30%. 30%. Not to have kids, not have sex, never been on a date with a woman. 30%. That's family formation. What's going to happen to your society if this continues?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem that they're facing because now it's not Japan, now it's not Korea, now it's not China, now it's not the Middle East, now it's not Europe. It's all boys all over the world. Okay, why do you think Andrew Tate's in jail?
Why is he in jail?
Because he's a radical. Well, he preaches a radical red pill. Right? Female rights. Okay, male independence. Okay, be strong. Take your independence by the throat, blah blah blah. I don't like that shit. That's too harsh. Okay, they need to do it, but they don't need him to do it. Why do you think the manosphere? Manosphere is not. People keep on talking about the manosphere. Manosphere is a brand. Okay, the red pill is a brand. The black manosphere is a brand. Passport Bros, which has only been really, it's been around. I think when King Sigma came up with the term in 2018. Didn't even get a blip on the radar until after COVID. All of a sudden, 2021, 2022, boop. Okay, people started aligning to it. It went it escaped velocity within less than a year. It's a brand now, a global brand. Okay, it's responding to the environment that's around us, and basically, you know, your higher ups have no idea how to deal with this shit. That's the problem. When they don't have any idea how to deal with this shit, we're in trouble because South Korea is your canary in the coal mine. Okay, guess what their fertility rates are?
What's that?
2.11 is basically replacement rate. Theirs is less than 0.7, 0.69, and dropping like a stone.
And that's because, like I was saying, that's because women don't want a majority of them.
Good, die out.
Look, what I'm saying is this. If you look at it from sexual dimorphism,
Mm-hmm.
the female is in the human species anyway, the female
Mhm.
is the fairer of the sexes. So you're always going to have more women who are attractive than men.
Mm-hmm.
And so because of that, like I was saying when he came up here, there's a wide swath of men
Mm-hmm.
who are just invisible
Okay.
as mating options to women. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
What percentage do you think?
Man, man,
Give me a gut
shit.
feel. Give me a gut feel.
I say 50 to 60%.
Okay, so it's 50-60% of men that have no shot. Why should they try?
Listen. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying. All I'm saying is this: if I was the poor SOB in that position, I would be trying to figure out something to do with my life. You know what I'm saying? I'd be trying to figure out what I'm gonna do instead of trying to make everybody else miserable.
It doesn't matter. They're not making anybody miserable.
Yes, they are, man. They're online bullying people.
No,
they're talking about everybody else's relationship.
No,
okay, maybe not all of them, but so you can tell me none of them are doing that.
There's always
everybody. If I don't feel sorry for you because you can't get your dick wet, I'm a simp. It's just not my problem like that. You know what I'm saying?
60% of
we
the
all
guys,
got problems.
60% of those, most of them, like 90% of those guys never open their mouths.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what to say for them, man. You know,
don't say nothing. They're good. Okay, they said they fuck it, and I don't need to try.
Yeah, because I mean, I can see how that attitude could set in because
can. What do you mean can?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like,
are you guys not awake? Okay, are you guys not tuned into what's going on? Are you guys just want to stay in your little bubble and believe what you want to believe instead of look what's going on around you? Really?
Look, this is what I was
really?
saying.
Really? That's why I get frustrated.
This is evolution, BGS.
Guess what happens in evolution in certain species, sir?
Some die out.
Okay, human beings are no different.
That's true. Yeah, that's why I said that scenario is plausible. I never said it wasn't. That's true because the only reason why we made it this far is what I'm saying. The only reason why we made it this far was because of patriarchy. Let's be real. That's the only reason why. And at least in that.
How old do you think patriarchy actually is, sir?
It's about 6,000 to 12,000 years old.
How many years have human beings been around?
They've been around for way longer than that. I understand that.
Okay, so compared to when patriarchy wasn't around versus.
Yeah, but we were more primitive then. We wasn't as complex.
Listen to me, okay? You're missing the whole point, right? I was trained as a scientist. I look at numbers and facts, okay? I look at percentages, right? 6,000 years versus 300,000 years, which is greater?
300,000.
Okay, so the reason that we're still here is not because of patriarchy.
No, what I'm saying is, I said the reason why we got to this point, this far where we are, I'm talking about in terms of technology and stuff like that. Yeah, the advancement. That's what I'm saying.
So basically, that is the way human beings are wired. Okay, that's what we found out because it works.
That's what I was getting to. That's why it works, because in that arrangement, that wide segment of men who I just said are invisible as mating options, they get a mating. They have to get chosen as a mating option. That's what I'm saying.
Why do you think that is?
What you mean?
Why do you think that is? Why would they do that?
Because it was out of necessity. Because if this woman need a man to provide everything instead of getting it herself, it's easier for them to pair bond and stuff. That's why I said it's a mating strategy.
Okay.
That's why I said that.
Okay, if you need men who are stronger and whatnot, right, to actually work in society, right?
Right.
What reward did they get for working in society?
They got a family and they got boom boom.
They got family. They got boom boom. They have a reason to be, right?
That's exact. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
But what if you take away their reason to be?
I know.
What's going to happen? So yeah. So if you have 60-70% of your young men that are invisible, as you call it, drop out of society, what's going to happen to it?
It ain't going to be good. I don't think it's going to collapse though.
Okay. Okay. Well, give me a scenario where it wouldn't.
Because the only reason why I'm saying why it won't collapse is because this is coinciding in the time period when you don't need as many people as you once did. That's the only reason why I'm saying it won't collapse. You don't need as many people. It's kind of like it's a natural ebb and flow. It's like it's like we're reducing at the same time we're advancing because you don't need as many people. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like if you flip a house, right? Check this out. You flipping a house. When you first building that house, you got a bunch of workers there. When you pouring the foundation, when you framing, when you putting everything in there, when you running the lights, when you're doing the plumbing. But as you get closer and closer to being finished that house, you reduce down to a skeleton crew. That's what they call it, a skeleton crew. So now when you used to have 20 people out there, now you got 2-3 people out there because you don't need all of them. That's the same thing that's happening with society. It's the same thing.
Okay, man. Let me go to bed.
You saying it ain't the same? It's the same thing, man.
In other words, man, you know,
Uh-huh.
you need to go study this shit from demographics. I've been hearing about demographics since 2003, man, for the last 20 years, right? Explain it, why it is, what happens when you don't get it, what happens when as you diminish as far as work as people, right? What happens to your society? Okay, it gets taken over. But go look. Don't even go look at them. Never mind.
Let's move forward. This thing I want to say. Kabijis, you asked a question about Amiri running for office. He's here now.
I asked you. I thought you.
Yeah, but now he's here. You asked Kim.
No.
Before stop.
I'll leave. Okay, I'll leave.
No, I mean, we can talk about it. What you wanted to talk about?
I'll leave. You can't tell me to stop. You know, I'll leave. You don't want me up here, I'll leave. Okay, you don't have to talk to me. Don't talk to me like that. Okay, I don't talk to you like that.
I mean, I'll be this. No purpose I had to come in because he's running for office. Besides what y'all guys talk about, I let that go. But really important is he's running office.
Okay.
So Amiri is running for governor office, and he has initiative if he wins. So briefly, because you're more rough to the politics side because you're more well read. Amiri, present what you're trying to do. Go ahead.
Well, no, I'm running for office. And District 81. And my focus is going to be on education. There is going to be some attention paid to some of these issues that we've discussed here.
Such as, give us your platform because I want to hear your platform. You're running for Assembly, State Senate.
State representative.
State representative. Okay.
Yeah, the General Assembly.
What's your platform? Give me your platform speech.
Well, it's about education.
Okay.
We need to put more. We need to put more energy, effort, and resources into creating vocational programs, particularly for young men.
Okay.
I'm gonna be dealing with infrastructure, putting money into roads, bridges, parks, recreation, and we're going to focus on expanding Medicaid and Medicare for our seniors and sickly people. And what else? Oh, and we're going to look at expanding the Hope Scholarship, lowering some of those GPA requirements so to make it more accessible for students. But a part of the approach when it comes to education, we are going to pay attention to some of these issues that boys are facing in the public school system.
Okay, well,
that's absolutely vital.
Such as
the literacy rate. You mentioned it earlier, talking about the fact that many boys, and particularly black, aren't reading on grade level. Also, like I said, we want to get dollars allocated to creating vocational programs, things of that nature. Now, something that I'm open to. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what's your pet program? Say literacy for boys. What's your pet program?
It's gonna be called Boys the High Value Men, and that's going to be an initiative where we take boys and give them tutoring when it comes to literacy, give them tutoring when it comes to mathematics, give them mentorship when it comes to entrepreneurship and development, and just get them prepared for the world. That's one of the things I do want to focus on when it comes to education.
Okay. 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 Well, we can't get into the devil in the details. Okay. As far as vocational skills. Okay. What's your pet program?
Um, shop,
I
being
mean,
able
what?
to work with.
I mean, what's your pet program? In other words, your pet initiative. Okay. Is there an initiative? Are you looking for one, or is
I'm
just
looking for one. Yeah,
looking
that's
for one?
what it'd be. I'm looking for
Okay.
one.
We're looking for one. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I'm just like what I'm saying here. That's just the the broader overview. But that is something that I am interested in and that I'm going to be paying attention to. I'm going to be paying attention to. We do have to pay attention to, boys and the way they
Really?
learn and their development.
Really? Really?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what
I
I'm
thought
saying?
I thought they were losers and they just
I didn't
get
never
bent on
say
by
nothing
girls.
about no boy.
Yes,
I
you
never
did.
said
Yes, you did. You did
no,
say
no,
that.
no, no, no. Listen, I
Yes, you
didn't say boys. No, hold up. I didn't say boys. I'm talking about grown men. I'm
okay.
talking about the people who be online trying to talk about me. I'm talking about grown men. This is what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
If you're gonna have the nerve to sit up here and
Mm-hmm.
call me a simp
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
hold on, let me finish. Insult me in any kind of way,
Uh-huh.
then you got to be on equal footing or doing better than me. And if you aren't on equal footing and doing better than me, then guess what? How are you getting beat by a girl and I'm not? I'm gonna ask that question. That's a fair question at that point. But if
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about boys, I'm not. I don't attack kids.
It's not about attacking kids. What I'm saying is the thing is you made a mistake by the boys that you raised. It's
What you
obvious.
mean?
In other words, how the boys are actually socialized and raised in a feminist society is a mistake. Okay. Now you have to reverse all this shit. So
Well, you know.
what you're saying about trade about vocational programs
Hmm.
and emphasis on boys reading levels that should have been done 60, 50 years ago. Okay.
Right.
Why confused? We'll talk about that in the 70s. Okay. And
Yeah.
the thing is, they thought it was better to actually emphasize the women,
Okay.
and so did the black women. They thought the same thing. So
I
now
don't know
that
if I don't know how true that is. What proof do we have that black women did that?
what proof?
Yeah, because look, this one I understand what you're saying from like a policy. Go ahead.
In other words, that means if you don't know, after all this information has been put out for last 15, 16 years, then you don't know. Okay, because you're looking for pussy. Who's trying to fuck who?
Who looking for that?
Huh? And you're looking for guys talking about sex instead of people talking about policy.
No, 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 no. I don't look for. To be honest with you, I'm not even in the space like that. I
I
don't
am.
look for nothing. It
I am.
comes. It's on. It look. YouTube puts it in your face as soon as you log in. It's some
Yeah.
video about Andrew Tate talking the shit he's talking. You know what I'm saying? There's like to be honest with you, you know
Uh,
what's funny? Now that I think about it, maybe you're onto something because I've never seen your video one of your videos be suggested to me.
now, of course not.
Not one. But Andrew Tate be suggested, or Fresh and Fit be suggested.
hmm Fresh and fit is catering to what male female dynamics. Yeah. Fresh and fit is actually supported more by females than males now.
Exactly. Well, that's true. Exactly. They are.
Just like why you think Kevin blew up? It wasn't the males. Okay,
Yeah, I know it was the women.
it's the women for a very
Yeah.
for a very good reason. But
And why you think that? What's that reason?
it's simple. I told Kevin that COVID is coming, and the society, the economics are going to get shut down because COVID is coming. They're going to shut the whole economic system down. When they're actually going to panic, okay, and get scared, they're going to start looking for men to help out. Where if you were a woman, where would you start? At the bottom or the top?
Somebody looking for a man?
Looking for a man for a lifestyle to help you out. We start looking at the bottom or the top.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. The top? Yeah, you're gonna look at the top.
They look at the top, right? So in other
Yeah.
words, why you think came with the moniker high value men?
Okay.
You got a whole bunch of men called it was called the mix, right? He had 600 guys, 600 or 700
Mm.
guys, right? They had to make at least 120 grand or more. It had to be professional, white collar, blah 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 blah, on down the line, right?
Mhm.
That was the mix. That's what he advertised, high value men. And guess what? Women lined up every night to try to get
Mhm.
one of those guys. That's why he blew up.
And,
Yeah.
including the woman that has 7 kids and now she look for a high value man.
If you had 7 kids who and you didn't have no money, where would you start? The bottom or the top?
You had to go to the top.
You go to the top first and work your way down. That's what women
Yep.
did. It was 100,000. Used to be 100K. Now it's down to 50. It'd be 40 next year. Okay.
Damn.
That's what I told. I'll tell you exactly what I told. They coming to you. They want your guys. Okay. They want to know how to get guys like you have. Okay. I said 2 things. I said we don't know how long this is going to last. So basically, make them pay and ride it till the wheels fall off. Unfortunately, it's still going because other people are actually taking its place and doing it.
But who's the more successful person that is close to taking his place from your eyes looking in? BJ's person.
Okay.
And I can't get answer that because I'm looking. I don't see no one. No.
Oh, well, okay. This is what's going on, right? And this is something. If you actually follow Pearl, and followed her, Sarah Garvey, right? Because he's on the inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, Kevin was more corporate, so Kevin's probably easier to deal with. But his death caused a vacuum because Kevin is not just a local phenomenon amongst black and whites; it's also global. You have people in Russia and China mimicking Kevin Samuels, right? So they saw this, right? They said, and so there was the vacuum. So they looked for people. Andrew Tate was the most popular, so they all started rushing toward Andrew Tate because okay, he's more charismatic. He looks good. He's tall. He's successful. He's rich. Blah blah blah. He's got all these Porsches, all these expensive cars. Got all these girls. Let's follow him, right? Which they did not like. That's why they took it down. So they had to have somebody fill that vacuum. So they tried to put Pearl into that vacuum. So that's like Ben Shapiro's manager quit the Daily Wire, quit the other stuff we was doing, and started being Pearl's manager. If he really quit, right? Okay. They wanted the right wanted to actually take over the manosphere or the red pill, steer them that way. Okay. Pearl didn't work out. Okay. She's not talented enough. I don't know exactly what it was, right? So they're trying to eject Pearl, and guess who they try to put in her place? I'll give you 2 guesses. Her initials were CO, and you see her rise. She's on the same set that Kevin did. She was just on Joe Budden's podcast, Candace Owens. So the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro, a couple of these right wing, white wing conservative guys trying to put her into the same spot that Kevin. So if there's somebody that's able to take his place that they're pushing, it's probably her. If somebody can actually, but you can't. Lightning can only strike in the same place one time. Okay? And Kevin happened. Kevin. I told Kevin, right? Everything's lined up for you, man. Walk into your moment. Okay, the moment is there for you. Walk into it and take advantage of it. Okay? He hit it out of the park. That's what happens. And that's why I train my guys. Okay, if you look at my whole body of work, man, I am. We did this. Michael did this with kind of way back in 2003 to when I stopped in 2014. Okay, 2013, 2014. Okay, got tired of it. Right, we did the same thing for them. Okay, we learned how to walk in, how to see, peep what people are doing, read the tea leaves, kind of peep into what's most possible, and have people get ready so they when it happens, pops up, you can walk into your moment. Okay. Everything from the manosphere when I started 2015, black manosphere wasn't shit. Okay, wasn't nothing here. Okay, we took the black manosphere from unknown, beriddled quantity. Okay, in 2015, 2014, 2015, when I got here. Okay, and the 4 of us that built that motherfucker to global status. Okay, to global status, to where all the stuff you hear the white manosphere talk about comes out of us. So we built that from nothing to where it is. Kevin was the pinnacle of it. But the thing is, he didn't start it. Okay, he didn't start it. We built this motherfucker up. And I've asked several people, what would it cost to have a small group of men build themselves up to be a global a global brand within 10 years. Well, how long would it take and what would it cost? About 20 years, about a couple of $1 billion. Okay, we did it in less than that with nothing by doing what? Reading the environment, reading the roadmaps. Okay, figuring out what they're going to need next, and inserting yourself into it. So when I've been saying like what Amiri's doing, okay, why do you think they're doing it? Why do you think there's money now for boys literacy, for vocational skills, for all that kind of other stuff, right? Because they've ignored them over the past 60 years. Guess what? You need them, but you haven't prepared them. So now you have to do is rush and put all this money into these boys, right? Because one, if you don't do it, they're gonna quit. You cannot have 60% of your labor force, your young labor force quit and not do anything because society will fall apart. It's already falling apart. That's why they have to import people. They're importing people as an emergency. People don't understand why, which is our wish that we actually get on the horn and tell Biden, tell exactly why all these immigrants are coming in, getting rights and getting jobs and getting welfare, all the other kind of crap that they're getting. It's not something that it's not because they want votes. No, it's necessary.
And the rumors flowing that they said now illegal agreements cut on weapons now. I don't know if that's
In
true.
Chicago,
in Chicago? Okay.
the federal judge actually said illegal aliens can actually own weapons. Okay, if I would even get rid of the moniker illegal, they're not illegal. You brought them here. Okay, how are they illegal? They didn't cross over legally. You brought them here. They're undocumented. They're not illegal. Illegal is when you sneak across the border and nobody knows that you're there. Okay, when you fly them in, you allow them in, you actually put them on buses and ship them to Chicago. They're not illegal. You know where they are. Stop getting in front of the press and lying to white people, black people that they just across the border. Bullshit. In fact, Musk has put it on Twitter that Biden flew in 350,000 uh, uh, immigrants just last year. Are they illegal? When you fly them, when you flew them here, why do you think Mexico is pissed about Texas pushing immigrants back across the border? Motherfucker, Biden just came down allowing send them up here. Okay, why are you pushing them back? You guys call for these people, and they're coming in waves because you call for them. Now you want to send them back? Bullshit. That's why they're pissed. Get your house in order. Stop with this bifurcation, lying bullshit. Get your shit together. Do it like Europe do it. Okay, we know they're coming. We know they're needed. Stop lying to your motherfucking people. Say, this is why you need it. And you have to put up with it. But they won't do it. And personally, I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick about arguing about this shit. Because basically, I'm seeing what these motherfuckers are doing all across the globe. And why the money's money. Why your interest rate and your inflation is up. Okay? I'm looking at this. They know why, but they're lying to you because they're telling you a story. I know why. I called it way back in 2018. They got to reverse this shit, otherwise the boys. So when I first saw Chetty actually published this about black boys, a martial plan for black boys back in 2017. And now it's white boys. Now it's not white boys, Asian boys, Asian boys in China, in Japan, in Korea, and white boys in Europe, and black and white boys in America. All over. You got to reverse this, otherwise society will collapse, and they know it. How you gonna correct this? So guess what they got to do? Okay, you got it now. Now you need skills because the infrastructure is all fucked up. Okay, your 5G is all fucked up because nobody actually built this shit. But thing you never train those boys that you do this shit. Now you have to reverse all this kind of crap, right? Now you have to put in all these trade schools and allow these boys to make money. You got to change these freaking laws, okay, in the family court because otherwise, other than that, guess what? Your fertility rate is already at 1.5. The one for immigrants, we at 1.5. It's like everybody else, okay? And you can only steal from other countries for so long. Other than that, your society will die. And if you let women keep doing what they're doing, okay? Was it 45% of your females that are Generation Z said they don't want to have kids? What happens when 45% of women don't have kids? or don't, and then the other ones only have one. It's gonna happen to your society within a couple of generations. You don't reverse this shit. And the boys don't even give a shit, man. That's the problem. Boys, I get tired of seeing all these articles about lonely boys, only going to inspire the boys. They're not dating. They're in their room. They're not trying. They're not motivated. Blah blah. I get tired of hearing this shit. Okay, the state is going to have. You did it. You put these women in position. Okay, they're not doing what you thought they would do. They have to reverse all this shit. Okay, because if the equality, the way they spelled it out, okay, go back and read their books in 1972, right? Go right read the founders of the second wave feminism. Okay, they wanted equity. In other words, it didn't matter who was the breadwinner in the family. You're supposed to they socialize boys to have to be subservient to females. Okay, or be equal to females. You socialize that into the boys. That's how come they're not trying. You look at all your comic books and your cartoons and your and even your superheroes, right? They're all female now. You look at Disney, right? Disney princess kicks everybody's ass, not the boy. You socialize the boys into accepting this, and not. But the thing is, guess what? You didn't socialize the girls into accepting their role. Now what do you do? You're all fucked up. Now you got to do a hard stop, and hard reverse. Otherwise, society will fall apart, which it is. And Korea is just the bleeding edge of that shit. Okay, what happens when your fertility rate hits to be point 0.7? Okay, automation will not save you. Okay, and if you want the automation like Mary's thinking about, they don't need women to produce children if they don't want to. 'Cause they can do that themselves. Is that what you want? You want artificial babies with implants in their heads, uh, uh, coming out in what I call human 2.0? Is that what you want? If they need that, because you could, the, your guys at the top that actually develop this, they're afraid of a fucking Terminator. Okay, they're trying to hold that shit back. That's what they're scared of.
What
Um,
you said? What you said they did? They did what?
as far as far which part?
I think you said something. The guys at the top created the Terminator, something like that.
They're afraid of a Terminator. Okay,
Oh, okay.
they've been trying to hold this shit back since 2015. Remember the bots that were developing their own language, writing their
Yeah,
own
yeah, I
code.
remember that.
20,
Hmm.
2013, 2014, 2015. It was Facebook. It was Yahoo. It was Google, and one other. I think it was Microsoft. All did the same thing, right? So they try to restrain it. Guess what they did? Guess what Microsoft did? They jumped the gun. Okay? We're gonna unleash this bad boy. So guess what everybody else has? And we don't want to fall behind. We gotta let it go. It is
Right.
what it is. So when it comes to automation, if they say 20, it means 10. Okay? If they say 10, it means 5. Because this shit iterates so fast. And if they weren't holding this shit back, it'd be iterating faster than that. Because it's writing its own code. The thing is, I follow this stuff. I follow this stuff globally. I spend a lot of my waking hours listening to this shit and reading this shit. Okay, it's not something. So all this stuff that's geared toward boys, and then it just came out of nowhere. No, it didn't come out of nowhere. They had to do this shit. I knew that back in 2017. At some point, they're gonna have to do this shit. After COVID broke the whole mold because guess what? Boys finally figured out I don't need pussy. I can do without. In other words, you had a whole. They had billions of men went monk all at the same time. Millions of men went monk all at the same time. Guess what they found out?
Hmm.
I can survive without pussy. I'm good. And women are way too women with their entitlement, their standards, and all the other shit are too much trouble. And guess who the main people complain about it? It ain't black men complaining about it. Guess who's really complaining about it?
Know that.
White boys and white women, really. I have to ask all these fucking women, liberated women, complaining about men. Okay, the men, you talk about lonely men. They're not saying shit. Okay, when you ask them about why they're lonely, why they don't date or have sex, what do they tell you? You're too much trouble.
Mm.
That's what it's come to. So if women want to kick ass and do what they want, the guys are gonna say, "I'm good." I keep hearing that over and over and over again amongst the generation, especially Generation Z. We don't give a fuck. Let them do. Now, if you can figure out how to convince the boys to gear up and be better, yeah, I'm all ears. Okay, because trust and believe they're trying and they ain't working. You're gonna have to do something very difficult and very hard. Okay, to actually convince men that it's worth the squeeze to actually go back and form families again. If not, good luck. It's not just happening here; it's all over the world. Okay. Yeah, the biggest group of out of wedlock mothers is by percentage is in Colombia. It's not here, and this shit is spreading. I just talked to Nameless Protagonist. Was it Tuesday night? Okay, when he's on Arts. Okay,
Does he have different YouTube channel? Something happened?
I think I'm sure it's still the Nameless Protagonist. He hasn't been on it lately. He had put the content up. The thing is,
Okay.
he dropped it. We have been studying this shit since 2018, right? And guess why it inspired him to actually start doing this stuff, Amiri? Guess what? Guess
What's
what?
that?
It's called the gynocracy. Okay, that's what inspired him. He started looking at it and said, "Oh shit, okay, there's something here." Guess who else got inspired by when I said gynocracy? That's why he contacted me, right? Guess who else?
Who?
Dr. T. Johnson.
Okay.
Because the academics agree with it. Go figure.
They agree with what? They agree with the gynocracy?
About the gynocracy, the black gynocracy especially. But now, guess who's else using it? Guess who else using it?
Who?
Huh? Candace Owens. Talking about white folks in the United States. Go figure. Go figure. I've been doing it, man. I've been doing this shit for 35 years. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. In fact, there's a lot of shit I cannot say. I don't even say online.
I don't believe nothing, Candace. If you were sitting here and think Candace Owens ain't got her separate bank account and shit somewhere stacking up money on her husband, and think again, man.
Okay.
That's the first thing I would ask Candace Owens. Do you and your husband have a joint bank account? If she say yes, then I'm asking her, how much you got in your own personal bank account he don't know about. I'm not stupid, man. You know what I'm saying?
Why would a right-winger conservative like Candace Owens that are attached to white people, not black people, talk about the gynocracy? And he's not talking about a black one either.
No, I know why. I mean, look, I'm not saying that there isn't any. Listen to what I'm saying. I've never said there isn't any truth or teeth to some of the stuff that y'all say. I never said that. So I understand why she's saying it. Well, the point that I'm making is it's not as bad as men would have you believe. I think if you want my personal opinion about it, I think it goes back to what you was talking about earlier. We was talking about ability. You're going to have some women who are going to be more capable and better at being a manager than a man might be. So does that mean that just because she's a woman, she shouldn't have access to that career choice?
You haven't even heard me, man. It had nothing to do with that.
I've heard you. Listen,
no, you haven't heard me. You haven't heard me.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
You haven't.
I have. I heard everything you said.
No, you haven't. You haven't.
All men, listen, because check this out. Even like with the gynocracy, like even how you said like patriarchy and all that, I could say that patriarchy really ended in what it was when it came up with the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. You know, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. That's not true. All men are not created equal. Some men are better men. Some men are better men than others. Some men are more capable than others. And the only point that I'm making is that the men who are the least capable and the more common and more relegated to the bottom of the social hierarchy, they're the ones who are feeling the effects of this gynocracy more than men who are higher, who are stratified higher in the hierarchy. That's my point.
That's not what I'm hearing. But you think anything you want?
I mean, how else can you explain it? How else can you explain a person like you just said it? You said Kevin had 600 brothers or whatever who was white collar, made 120,000. they're not getting beat by. They're not being displaced by women in the labor market if that's the case.
Yes, they are.
How?
If you're in a C-suite and you're a CEO or somewhere a little bit lower, right? Okay.
Mhm.
When they give a woman your seat, are you being replaced?
What you mean?
If they give you your woman your seat is in a DEI hire,
Mm,
are you being replaced?
yeah. If you talk, because you're talking about like if it's me.
Anybody, okay, if it's you or anybody, okay.
And I know. Listen, I know.
Okay, if
What
it's
I'm
you,
saying is,
if it's you, okay.
listen. I understand that. What I'm saying
Evidently
is
not.
this. No, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm
What I'm
listening.
saying. What I'm saying is this.
Well, make it make sense.
You're coming from the perspective. You're coming from the perspective of that. I know what you're saying. From that perspective, all of these jobs have been men have been in those seats. So I get that. I get that what you're saying as men as a social group. But what I'm saying is when you break it down to the individual, it could be that the woman is more capable in that position than he is. He shouldn't just have the position just because he's a man.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
Why come the women have just as much money and access to wealth to actually create their own? How come they don't?
Shit, I don't know.
You don't know.
You're talking about like create their own corporations.
Corporation, yeah.
Well, it's the same reason why black people don't. It's because it's baked in already. See, that's what I was saying earlier about hierarchy. It's because it's already baked in. That's critical theory. The structure is already built. So you can't come build another structure on top of it.
The women have access to that structure. White women have access to that structure.
Shit, we do too.
No, we don't. We don't have the same
access.
Come on. We don't have the same access. White women get 83% of the affirmative action. 83%.
Yeah.
Know? And when you divide it upon black women get the next batch, right? And then who actually gets the last bit of that?
Black men.
Black men.
Yeah, that's true.
What was it created for? Was it created for white women?
I was created for black men.
How come we don't get it?
Because Ronald Reagan and that other white dude. No, I know you're talking about that senator. I can't remember his name. But that white guy, he added. Yeah, I know. Before Ronald Reagan did it too. But I'm talking about
Lyndon Johnson.
What? No, wait. You talking about when Lyndon Johnson did the bill, signed the bill?
No, when Lyndon Johnson put it, affirmative action is an executive order.
Yeah, from Kennedy.
It's an executive order. Okay, Lyndon B. Johnson put the executive order as far as affirmative action to include sex.
Specifically with affirmative action. So what? So there was another guy. I can't remember his name, man. A senator or a congressman. And when they was doing the civil rights bill, he added sex to it.
Yeah. Because
what is that title? What?
It was title. Is it title? Was it Title 4?
Title 4. I can't. Yeah, I always forget it. But yeah,
it's title. I think it's Title 4, the Civil Rights Act. Yeah.
So why do you think Lyndon Johnson did that? Why did he add sex to it?
There was a couple of reasons. Okay. Yeah, you had to go back in history. I've gone over it, but you go back in history, right? Okay. What happened before he actually did it, right? It's called the draft riots and the Chicago riot of 1968. Okay. Remember Chicago and the Democratic Convention?
Right. Yeah.
It was a big, huge riot by white men, mostly. Okay. That's why he did it. And right after that, they started introducing no-fault divorce, Title 10, which is birth control and abortion, and then Title 9, which is the equity bill, right? And then before he did that, he actually put sex into the affirmative action bill because no other president did that before.
So why did he do it?
I just told you. He wanted to suppress two movements, right?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Remember baby boomers, if you understand demographics, right? Okay. Okay, when you have a boom, a B boom, what they call it a B cycle, right? You had a mini B cycle right in the middle after World War II. You had this big boom, right? You had
Mm-hmm.
3 times the kids being born. You had
Right.
all these so-called what quickly calls arm bearing men, right? Can actually turn
Mm.
over society, right? Okay,
Right.
and they so from 1963 when these kids turned 18 to 1972, you had 303 riots across the country. Most has ever been before or since in a 10-year
Mm.
period. Okay, they're overturning society. So if you are the head, or you or your intelligentsia, or the manager of society, you see this big boom, and these boys are unruly. They don't want to go to war. It's unfair. The civil rights. They want all this other stuff, right? They want a bigger share of society. What would you do?
Shit, you got to undermine them. You got to subvert them.
Oh, I can leave now. My work is done. Chaos. The light
I
just went.
never said that didn't. I never said that didn't happen. What you
The
talking
light. The
about?
light. The light just went on.
I never said that. I never said that didn't
So,
happen.
so, so why would he sign a bill putting sex into affirmative action?
Why would he sign a bill? So you're saying that he did that to undermine and subvert men?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
And you don't believe? Okay, well, prove it wrong, sir.
And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't believe it. The reason why I don't believe that. Let me tell you why I don't believe it.
I want proof, though.
Well, I can give you this proof.
What's that?
Prior to the civil rights movement,
Mm-hmm.
a majority of the labor force
Mm-hmm.
was black men and black women. Black men and black women actually outnumbered white men in the labor force. With the prospect of now having to, in earnest, give these people equal rights, give black men equal rights, they then enlisted the white woman to checkmate the black man. So I don't even disagree with that. What I would disagree
what
with.
was the population of black men and women in prior to civil rights? What do you think it was? 10 million people, right? Okay.
It was in millions, yeah.
What was the population of white men just alone?
Shit, I don't know.
Okay.
All right, like 45 million.
No, it's more than that. It's more like
Then
about 80.
It was like 60 because
more
it's 60.
Okay.
More
So
about 80.
what they got to do with what I just said?
In other words, what you just said about black men and women act normally white men in the labor force. It's not true.
It is true. I have the actual documents. I have the documents from the Labor Department from that time period. It is true.
So how many white men were in the labor force at that time?
I don't know, but they was outnumbered by black men and black women.
Well, how many? You only had 10 million total population of black people at that time. So.
Well, I mean,
including
you would have to take that up with the Labor Department statistics because I have it. I have it.
If you have it, produce the body, sir.
I'm driving. I can't look it up right now, but I have it.
All right, I'm going.
Okay, so why else would he have sex?
I'm going, man. I'm going.
Guys, any close statements because I don't want this.
Because we just said the same thing, but you want to end this. You want to enlist black women in it as somehow being treacherous.
I got to end this because
and on top of that, real quick, Cass.
Bullshit, man, bullshit.
On top of that, affirmative action was relegated to public sector. It was relegated to the public sector. Majority of black people then and even now are employed by the public sector. The only reason why 83% of the affirmative action benefits go to white women is because because white men dominate private industry. So what I'm saying is correct.
How in other words, how much of private industry, especially big corporations, have federal contracts?
A lot of them do.
Most of them do, right? So if you have federal contracts, guess what you have to adhere to, sir?
You still got to, you got to adhere to the
Yes.
Which is again why I'm saying what I'm saying. They did that.
Make it make sense to me. Come on, man.
They what you mean? It makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
You do better, man. In other words, that's my
It
closing
makes
thought,
perfect
man.
sense.
Yeah, do better.
Okay,
man.
so if what you're saying is
Do
true,
better.
why are black people more employed in the public sector than private then? Why?
Why are black people more employed in
the public sector than the private sector?
They actually get a fairer shot. It's easier to get
Exactly.
But the thing is, the public sector has to hire more black people, right? Okay, you only need 1 or 2 black people in the public sector. Where are there no black men or women in any corporation? Major
Silicon Valley.
Bullshit. No, they have black people.
There, it's minuscule, man. It's minuscule. That's totally white dominated.
How many does it take? How many does it take to meet your quota?
I don't even know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Anyway.
100,000 at least.
And where are most of those jobs going to go to for their quota? Female.
Women.
Yeah.
Women.
White women.
Because it's the easy quota.
That's what I just said though. I don't know why we going around the circle about this.
All right,
you don't get it.
Let's done this because we've been on.
I'm out.
That can be just.
All right, peace out.
He want to enlist.
Yeah, shut up, man. You don't know what the fuck.
They had nothing to do with that, man.
Fuck what you talk about. They aid and comfort. They're the handmaiden to white women. They always have been. It is what it is.
Anyway, if them people could do whatever they want.
They are. They rise and they fail. They're failing right now. So it is what it is. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
Thank you, BJs. All right, man. I'm gonna shut this down. Damn, this is long. I didn't think I was gonna be this long. This is a long stream, but I'm tired. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I gotta rest my voice anyway. All right, thanks, bro. Like always, still early process of the campaign. Like I said, hoping when you do your next streams, focus, to hope to galvanize, people to support. Like I said, there is a quota. And normally you need a lot, but it's only determined by the people. How far are you going to take this? And like I said, I'm not going into details. You got your own platform for that, but I appreciate the show. All right.
All right. Yeah, no problem. All right.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for listening to today's stream. You know how it is, man. Yeah, and I did remember some things to talk about, but I'm gonna hold off for another show. I hope you guys learned some. And like I said, this is just the kickoff of the spring 2024. There's more excitement to come, and we're only in the first 3 months, of this 2024. A lot more months to come. Can't wait. I just can't wait. And before I leave, like I said, Wrench Turner supports the channel with a $10 super chat. Shout out to Wrench man, my man. Thank you, Wrench Turner. You know what I'm saying? And check his channel out. You'll see it there. All right, guys. The links to follow me are the following. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. You can add me a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. You could also follow and join my Rumble page as well. As you know, Rumble is actually slowly growing from what I'm looking at right now. And I will put the Rumble link here for those to follow me on Rumble. I want to grow with following Rumble over there. Also, join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain Show as well. And become a member. Hey, you never know. This might be a members. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll think about it. But on that, thank you for listening to today's stream. Looking forward to hearing y'all or seeing the reactions or thoughts. If you made this far in this stream, in the comment section, I'll be paying attention closely to the comment section on this one. Rather good or bad, you be the judge. And what else am I missing here? I think. Well, hold on. No. All right. Oh, and I did tell you earlier about Actually, I might put a short video that we'll see. All right, that's it. I was just double checking some things. And look forward to seeing y'all in the next live stream. Until hold on. I can't forget my video. I can't forget this. All right. And I was checking my comments. All right, guys, I'm out. Until next time, let chaos reign.